Well, he did on March 5th. I didn't see him until now.
Oh, no, it's when we were playing music when he was here. That one night.
Oh, okay.
That big girl. No offense, it's just an observation.
It's just a thing, you know.
Observation, that's all it is.
We're not saying you identify that way. We're just saying.
But, you know, we noticed.
It's okay. I'm not skinny either.
Right. Yeah. Interact is me. And my face.
Oh, did you hit go?
Yep.
Jesus. Don't even let nobody know.
Did you eat now?
I mean, I would have found out at some point, I guess. If you really must know.
If you really must know, what the fuck is...
What the fuck?
Some Velcro in my beanie.
You're so weird.
I was like, why is it so, like, hard right there?
That's a great question.
Great question.
It's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah, ding dong. Another thing I'm going to see if I can get used to when I get my office is pedal.
A pedal?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought about it. I just seen an actual, like, another macro, like, keyboard scenario, Stream Deck style.
Mm-hmm.
But the pedal is nice for, like, push to talk, like, in-game stuff.
That's mainly why I want it.
I might like get one that has like the multi-button so you can like mute yourself and shit.
Yeah, there's like 3. We'll see. I was looking and all I looked at is Amazon. And they all sound like they're okay, but they kind of all suck.
I mean, yeah.
There's one that like the pedal's perfect, but it's made out of like cheap plastic. It's half of them. Or it's made out of good stuff, but it's the dumb design.
Yeah, like where they have like the little buttons where you have to like, it's like dog buttons. Have you seen that shit?
Yeah. But yeah, so it's kind of like that where like the pedal's not raised. It's just cut out of this one piece. So if you like step on it and accidentally like hit the side of it, you're not going to hit the pedal. Like,
I mean, we could always get like, just like buy a cheap keyboard and like chop it up and wire some shit in and make your own shit.
Why?
Because you could, and then you can make something cool and it has lots of buttons and lots of shit if you wanted to.
Yeah. It's a lot, man.
It's a lot of work though. I don't know what I'm doing. The audio should be working, so that's good. That's a good thing.
You what now?
The audio should be working too. I hope
Happy Friday.
Hello.
How
Happy
you doing,
Friday.
kids? Yeah, the viewer count is just completely broken completely.
Mm-hmm.
It's all over the board. No
Yeah,
idea.
it's a shame it doesn't actually work.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't really matter though.
Audio sounds like trash, FYI.
It does? I mean, it shouldn't. I don't know why it would. Huh. Yeah, it actually does. It's... Let me see if I can fix this here. I want to hear what it sounds like.
I want to hear it.
I want to hear it.
I want just to tell me.
Yeah, it does sound really fucking bad.
Oh, that's now we'll see how it sounds.
Alright, shut up for a second.
I say it's not tin anymore. There's just that little.
So you just, I can see the mixer like move when we're not talking.
Interesting.
It's this microphone right here. Cool. Talk for a second.
A second? Like a full second? That's probably more than a full second. So there you go.
It's better, but not good. Like a full second. That's probably more than a full second.
Test these. 1, 2.
Right. I mean, how's that, Dan? This microphone's completely.
How does that sound? Is it better?
Should be better.
Sounded better. It's still a little staticky, but better than it was. Testes, huh?
Alright, stop for a second real quick.
Depot sounds better.
Still a lot of feedback. It's this fucking. This cable and microphone.
Switch a different mic into that cable. Let's see what it does.
I mean, I have another cable too, so it's not that big of a deal, but.
You're just diagnosing, dude. Yeah, put it in there. Yeah.
Plug that one in real quick. There's not a whole lot of feedback there. Whatever.
I did just dumb.
Dumb.
I should have put it in the thing first.
Yeah.
We're all pros, dude.
Pro. All pro. There we go.
Nice.
No, it's like better just in general.
That's awful.
What? Oh yeah, that is awful on the mics. That's why I want to get better. I want to get better armed.
Yeah, I'm looking at the. So what does a mic activator do?
A mic?
Good now.
Do you know?
Yeah, I don't know why it was super weird. A mic activator. I don't know about a mic activator. I've never heard that term before.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know. I saw it. No, I was curious. So I was looking at mics that I plan on slowly upgrading my stuff once I get my office. So things I'm looking at the pedals, a better monitor.
Microphone activator.
From Cloud,
Any-
yeah.
So it says single input solution for common audio problems in the field in the studio involving low output passive microphones including ribbon mics. There's a single phantom powered mixer. So it basically just it gives it gain with low noise.
You just like preamplify it kind of before it goes to.
They're really expensive.
Cool.
For not. I don't know. I want to
I'll
get
just have to get a little rocker box then.
Yeah.
But I found, let me see if I can find it. I found a really nice arm. It is expensive, but I think it's, for the arm, it's kind of worth it. It is.
Well, my actual goal is like make a studio scenario.
This arm?
That's a nice arm, actually. Mm-hmm. Which is it? Scroll, not 130. And that's just for the arm.
Yeah, so I want that arm and then the Shure microphone.
Did I get? I don't know.
SM7B.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, if I get like a fucking, I was thinking for like the gaming stuff is like getting like an actual like Go XLR situation or other pro scenario, because you can like do what the Go XLR does without having to like pay the premium that it is. Mm-hmm. But all the shit that you're gonna buy is still expensive. It's just more like professional styling, and then you just have to set up all the what the buttons do.
Yeah.
But let's see here. I want to check something real quick that I was told should be here. I'm supposed to be here today because I paid extra money to get it here today.
You know what? And it's on a, what is it, 144 hertz? Is that the nice screens?
That's what I have.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty much where you want to be. You don't really need you don't need anything higher.
I was going to get that.
So this was supposed to be here today, and now it's saying March 15th. What kind of garbage is that?
Monday. It's Monday kind of garbage. It's a Monday garbage.
I paid for 2 days fucking 3 days ago.
So that's a problem. It's not very honorable.
That's fucking trash. Like, it's not even 2 days like what the fuck?
What are you getting?
It was shipped the 11th. Which would have been yesterday. The label was created and ready to be picked up on the 10th, and they never came and picked it up, and I ordered it at fucking 7 in the morning.
Nice.
It's for Scotty D.
Cool.
Yeah, well, he also wants like this shit like fucking now, and it's like you can't get shit fucking now, like, period.
Yeah.
But that's not fucking 2 day shipping. Like, that's fucking garbage.
What do you get?
It's hearing protection with speakers in it. So it's like a fucking
like range phones?
Like what?
You know, like the headphones you wear at like a shooting range?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can hear like people talk, but the loud shit it cuts out, the decibel cutting.
Yeah, it has no. I don't think it has the fucking the transparency mode situation like those ones do. I think it's just
those are dope.
General.
I almost got some just for work. I never got them though. It's dope how you could like hear people just talking at you. But anytime the decibels, like power tools and shit. But I always wondered, like, so what if you're next to a car that explodes? Like, obviously you're gonna feel it, but you're not gonna hear it, right? Because it would cut out.
Yeah, it's only like to a certain point though. Like it's not like everything is so nice noise isolation. It only drops everything like 20 decibels. That's all they do.
That's true. So you still hear it, just be quiet.
Yeah, it'd be quieter. It'd still fucking make a lot of noise. I always had problems like wearing that kind of stuff just because, again, like, when I ride my bike and stuff, I don't fucking have any headphones, and there's no fucking way. I do not want to get hit by a car.
No, I don't. Not a fan of the headphones on the. I would get some that are supposed to like sit here, like on your ear, on your bone. I would get those. So it's kind of the point of those, that your ears are still like open, but you can hear music.
So I think that's why like a lot of the like transparent modes like kind of came through with that. Is like you can just do that instead. This is already clean. I'm gonna even fucking clean it. Just like that habit, you know. Just do the thing. So yeah, that's. Yeah, it would just, you'd still hear all the shit, but I don't know. The bone transfer ones, like, they always feel weird to me. Like I know how it works and like that kind of shit. It's just the same thing as you put your fucking shit to the fucking, you know, your head, but not in your ear. You still hear it. But it just feels weird over time. Like, I don't know if you've ever worn one that's like for like a long time.
No.
Like, it just, you feel weird. Like, it's just not kind of the. It's like, have you ever been like in like a bass room where like you can't hear it but you can feel it? Kind of like that situation, but like on your head at all times. So I think that's why they have never really done that well in the marketplace.
Gotcha.
Got the strobe light going on there.
Dope.
Super dope.
Speaking of things that you can hear in speakers, I was on the interstate coming home, I think maybe yesterday. And not the interstate, just on like a street. It was stop and go traffic, and I'm just sitting here, and all of a sudden, some car around me, we're sitting at a red light, like completely cranks up their subwoofer, and like my whole fucking van starts rattling.
All the tools and shit.
Yeah. It's like loud as shit.
There's one that's around here. I don't know what it is. I've only heard it because like it rattles the shit inside the house when it drives by once a day. About 11:30 drives by. I don't know what it is.
Jesus, man.
It was all brr. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, I'm from that era of like idiot with a fucking subwoofer like too big for his fucking car. Like that was like my generation for sure in high school and like a little bit afterwards. So like I get it. You see like those like fucking trucks where they have like plexiglass and shit because they have to. Because it's so fucking thudding. Have you ever seen those?
Oh yeah.
Like at competitions and stuff?
Yep.
While you'll blow like your fucking hair around and shit.
It's nuts. I always wanted to, when I had my Ford Explorer, one of my first cars, because I had subs in almost all my cars, and that was one of my first ones. I didn't have it in that one. What I wanted to do though is I wanted to permanently like lay down the second row and build a giant box that held like
The
10.
fucking MTX like fucking 30-inch fucking subwoofer. You see that shit?
Yeah, either a giant one or like a bunch of little ones. Just have this like bed of subwoofers.
It's not 2 15s and it's fucking 15 15s.
Yes.
That would be fun.
It'd be a lot of fun. Oh yeah, just the biggest one that you could fit. The two big 30-inch ones just next to each other.
The big problem with those, they weigh like fucking like a lot. They weigh like 500 plus pounds a piece.
That's fine. It's Ford Explorer. Who gives
Just
a
an
fuck?
extra 1,000 pounds in your fucking car.
That's fine.
I always wanted to put one in like a back in like a shitty hatchback and like make it like fucking bounce when it was fucking thumping because you just the fucking pull of it. This bowl is garbage. Well, it's brand new, so we'll see if we can get it to smoke through, I guess.
See if we can get it to not suck.
So tired of these coals.
Yeah.
So over these coals.
Why don't you order more of those other ones you used to get?
I need to. The promise is like you used to have like, you don't have to, but I'm paying $20 shipping for like half a box, so I just had to put like a $200 order in.
Well, so next time you order them, get me a box of those coals. And I'll just let me know when you do it, and I'll give you the money. But my clothes aren't bad either, but I like those ones that we were using.
Right. Well, I'll just give you a box once I order it, because I'm just gonna order a case of them.
I'll still pay you for it.
Right. I'm not super worried about it. The thing is, like, once you buy, like, when you do buy a case, like, it's pretty cheap per box. It only comes to, like, $7 or $8.
Those are pretty good Kohl's. I like them a lot.
Yeah. They taste way better. They last forever. You don't have to fucking touch them ever.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer, like, the coconut ones, but they haven't made those in a while.
Are they still shaped like that? Yeah, the shape is dope, because it's not, like, just sitting on it.
Yeah, so the big problem that I have with the wood ones is they burn. It's like a little bit hotter than I like. Whereas like and they smell a little bit more. The cocos like just don't have any. They're perfect. But apparently there's a nationwide like
coconut shortage.
Apparently.
Interesting.
I'm not really sure you cultivate fucking coconuts. They don't grow on palm trees. I don't think people like really understand that situation when the ones you get.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a separate plant. Mm-hmm. But cartoons have made it. It's a palm tree thing. But I don't really know how you cultivate them.
Grow them.
What?
I said you grow them.
Well, yeah, I got that, but like, they're not like the easiest thing is all I'm thinking.
Sure, they're not that bad. You just need the right climate, and this is obviously not the right climate. It would suck ass here. Like, it'd be awful. You'd have to like just pretty much recreate.
It was just indoor grow.
Yeah, simulate a different.
Well, it's, you know, what we burn here is the shell, which is all just waste for everything else. I don't use it. I don't know what else it's used for. That's why the reason why the coconut resin and all those were a thing is because it was just waste. So it was like basically free fucking shit.
Gotcha.
So that, maybe they found another use for them or something. Is kind of the thing.
Maybe.
Well, like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I kind of want to get like fucking like real hammered.
What?
Kind of want to like get like real hammered.
Yeah.
I might. I might. Hard pineapple strawberry.
Just a long week. Glad it's over.
Well, you should get some business after everybody crashes their car on Monday and Tuesday.
Well, they don't total them. Because I made that comment to one of the managers at the shops.
Yeah.
And I was like, how is... And it was after like the last snowstorm. I went there and I was just making small talk. Like, oh, you guys staying busy, whatever. He's like, no, not really. I was like, well, good news. I saw like 4 crashes on the way in. So he's like, yeah, most of the ones that we get for like snow-related crashes are totals. They get obviously fixable ones.
Right.
But depends. Newer cars are getting so expensive that it's harder to total.
Right, that's the way that I look at it is shit's, way more expensive.
It's more like the pros, kind of. So have to deal with insurance and all that kind of shit, but...
I mean, it sucks, again, as a consumer, like, that's why the big thing, like, in the shop that I get was, like, I'm kind of envious of, like, states that have, like, full inspections.
Because, I think that should be required.
I agree. There's so many garbage can cars that, like, just need to not be.
For being such a liberal state, I'm surprised we don't. You guys do like emissions and all this shit. Why don't you just get rid of the bad cars first?
Right.
Well,
I get rid of the emissions problem too.
Take care of a big chunk of it. I'm excited for electric to get popular. I would like to have an electric car. That'd be dope as shit.
Well, that's kind of my goal in a couple years' time. Now that the Envoy is like, I haven't fixed-ish, I haven't driven it, but I know it goes into at least second gear. So we did it on the hoist. I didn't fucking have. I had no more energy to like do anything. So like on Monday when I finished it, because I had been up for like, by the time I put fluid in it, I had been up for 24 hours.
Wee.
So I was like tired of working on it. Like it was just being like the last like two or 3 hours was just a pain in the fucking ass when I was fixing it. But before I get onto that, I will talk about like the electric car. I'm thinking like in a couple years, they'll keep that for like another couple years, and then I will I'll either like do like a Model 3 like sports like pack scenario, like the performance pack or whatever it's called, or Cybertruck. I think it'd be fun.
That would be fun.
But I mean, there's there's also the thing of where I could keep the Envoy and then get the car, and then
where's the Subi? The shop?
My mom has it right now because her 2019 Jeep Cherokee's transmission is fucking broken.
Ooh, that sucks.
For snow mission in 2021.
It would have been perfect, but I just didn't have time to go finish it up because I got all the fluids to fucking change. So yeah, so what we did is, the last like couple hours of me fixing it before I get to that. It's a lot I get this I did a U-joint, the easiest U-joint I've ever done in my entire fucking life. Mm-hmm. The tiniest ball peen hammer. It was like 5 minutes done. And that's 270K on it. It was super easy. I was like, all right, fucking tiny little hammer, just a socket. I didn't have to beat on it or anything. It was fucking rad.
Do you not have a press?
I do, but when it comes to U-joints on the press, you have to have we don't have all of the fucking adapters and shit for it.
No, like an actual U-joint, ball joint press.
I have a ball joint press, but
you can use it as a U-joint press.
Yeah.
They come with the little stub on it and the small cup, and you can do U-joints.
Yeah, I could, but...
Because I used to beat them in too. That's how I learned. That's how I fucked up some U-joints.
I've been lucky. I've only out of probably a few thousand that I've done, I've only fucked up a couple.
I've only fucked up 2. And it's always related to the needles for me. And one time, one fell out, so there was just empty space. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was even a couple, and I didn't catch it.
Oh, so that's all clankety when you're driving on the road, so you put it all together.
And then the other one fell out but stayed in the end. So the cap wasn't going all the way on. I was like, why the fuck? And I'm always like, well, it's not working. I'm probably just not doing it hard enough.
And then
so
you
I just
crack it.
Turned the gun up and just, blew the cap out. It's like, cool.
Or sockets work really well too.
Yeah, I use the sockets, and hard ones, if they're really hard, I'll just fucking take a torch to it. And, some of the older GM ones, I don't know if you've ever done them, where they still have the injection fill, the fucking drive shaft to hold the cups in.
Yes.
So we've learned with a torch, you just warm it up, and then it just spews it all out.
Dope.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, it literally took me 5 minutes to fucking do it. It was super easy with the tiniest hammer. I was like, perfect. So I was like, sweet, it's just gonna go good. Most of it went together just fine. It was not a problem whatsoever. I had a couple things to finish to do. I got to put the bell housing on, and then the fucking transmission pan, and the pan. I had to get a different fucking filter because it had the wrong filter in the kit. And stuff. So I had 3 or 4 hours of shit to do before I fucking stuffed it. Got it in there, and then it's so tight in there, the front drive shaft, you have to basically get it set in there with the T case because it doesn't come out.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a pain. That's a tight truck. to work on. It's hard. I don't know if
I've really ever had to work on one.
I mean, they're fairly reliable overall, but so like the front diff runs through the fucking oil pan.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So like
weird.
everything is like bolted up to like solid and shit. You're like fuck.
It's just this mush of.
Yeah. So
power.
so like the exhaust, like when me and Evan took it apart, the exhaust like I had to kind of like beat out with a hammer, like it would not, like the Y pipe wouldn't fucking come the fuck out with the cats. So I was like, I'm just gonna cut it, and then when I went to weld it back together, it like as soon as I touched any piece of the exhaust, and the exhaust is not rusty, mind you, it's not a rusty piece. It just blew like a fucking inch hole like each time. So then it looks very bad because I had to fill in like all of these fucking huge holes.
Oh my god.
So like it doesn't leak, which is nice, but like it looks
appearance-wise,
it looks bad. But but when you do that, it takes forever to fill it in, and plus it kept blowing holes in it.
Yeah, if you're trying to fill it with a weld,
yeah,
you sit there forever just tacking it and just going in a circle and just it gets smaller and smaller.
Yeah, so that took like an hour and a half, 2 hours to fucking get the exhaust. That was like, I did this to make it easy, but like now it's like now I'm fucked. And at this point, like it's fucking midnight. I'm fucking tired. I'm fucking over it at this fucking point. And I'm just like, so I'm getting more frustrated, more tired, and more frustrated, more tired. So then everything takes longer when you're frustrated. And then like plug in the front two O2 sensors, like you have to like, and then like get your fingers just right. So it takes like fucking forever. So I was like, at that point I was like, I'm either just gonna push it out with no fluid and not fuck it up because I don't want the disappointment of my first transmission build not working, or it's gonna work. And I was like, you know what? I'm already fucking here. And I filled it up and I drove it out. But I didn't do any of the other fluids that I have. I didn't fill the T-case, all that kind of shit. The T-case doesn't give a shit as long as you don't get it fucking hot. Mm-hmm. Just because, they're all roller bearings. So I was like, it can drive in and out on its own, but it cannot go anywhere. So I got to do the T-case fluid before it can actually do anything at all. Mm-hmm. But I got fucking, it's going to have all royal purple on everything. It's very expensive because I'm stupid. But, yeah, should work. I got an appointment to fucking get it fucking tagged. Next week on like Wednesday or something like that. They had an appointment open, so I'm going then.
Dope.
Get the insurance on it and shit, and it'll be a good ride to just sit out front of my house for a while again, but it'll be nice like for the bicycles and shit. Mm-hmm. Because, like I have all the tow racks and stuff for him.
Right.
What do you want to drink?
I'll take a beverage.
I'll give you the last mics. We got peanut butter milk stuff. I can't drink that.
I know.
What is that? What else did you bring over here?
I don't know.
Earthed Brewing.
Well, Michaela got me that 6-pack of peanut butter, and there was those 2 random cans. I didn't even look at them when I'm out there. You said they were birthed?
Huh?
Say they were.
The one was birthed at least.
Black cherry.
Black cherry. Yeah, so we'll see if that fucking transmission works. It's kind of scary the amount of times I've had to take transmissions back out for them not working already, and then I didn't build it, so I guess we'll see what happens. Mm-hmm. I think it'll be fine, because we checked it, we double checked it over, it should be fine, and it sucked fluid right up immediately, so that's always a plus.
That's good.
Because that's usually a good sign of it being a functioning unit. Mm-hmm. And I replaced the kit that I got came with a shift kit, but I didn't use the shift kit pieces because I don't think shift kits are good, except for I use it in the pump side. Mm-hmm. So it should have a little higher pressure, a little higher volume than stock, but nothing crazy. I just don't like the way they shift with all the fucking springs in the fucking valve body. And then we kept the same, the truck servo because it came with the kit came with a Corvette servo.
Hell yeah.
And fuck no, they shift. It just makes it shift hard for no reason.
It was a race car.
Yeah, well, my truck's not a race car, so.
Could be. Could have been if you put that in there.
Nah, it would. I mean, there was a thought process like if it didn't have like. I mean, the amount of miles that are on it doesn't matter with an LS motor. So it was like, it could get a fucking supercharger, but it would be such a pain in the ass to work on at that point because it's already a pain in the ass to work on.
Yeah, it's as tight as you say it is.
Yeah, it's like to do the rear 2 spark plugs on the left side or on the right side of the motor, you have to like go through the wheel well, and it's like this to like do those 2 spark plugs already. So, because all like the
67 millimeters turbo slide.
the problem with the turbo would be fucking plumbing it in that thing because again it's fucking tight. Plumbing a turbo would be hard. And they make turbo kits like remote mount ones for them, but without like a complete like reimagining of the way that the front end should work, it'd be fucking hard.
Yeah.
I guess you could take the fucking if you took the it's got like a 2-gallon fucking windshield wiper or washer tank underneath the air filter on those. Yeah, it's like 2 gallons. I guess you could take that out.
Like the air filter sits in.
Yeah. A big old hood scoop.
That's why I should have bought. Now I think about it, I should have bought my brother's truck from him when he was selling it. He had it was a 02 Chevy with the 5.3 in it.
Nice, perfect.
I've always wanted to get one of those and just put a turbo on it, just for fun.
Well, they're easy. I mean, the thing is,
there's enough room, and you don't really need to do anything to the motor.
I mean, the thing is, if you want to put a big turbo on them, you obviously the motor out, and then
I wouldn't put anything too crazy because even just a couple PSI in that would make a huge difference.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be running it like crazy. Like maybe eventually turn into like a fun, like faster one. Upgrade some shit.
Well, so the jam right now is take a 4.8 or a 5.3. It doesn't matter the mileage on them. They don't really. I mean, as long as they're like halfway taken care of, they last forever. But you take the pistons out and you gap the rings all fucking huge, and then you put them back in there. Put ARP studs and a fucking good gasket on it, on the head gasket, and then
pretty much good.
They run 1,000 horsepower all day. Like you don't even like it's just like one of Dan's friends. He has a Mustang with an LS in it, and for a long time they had a 4.8 with turbos doing literally 1,000 all like forever. They don't care.
Jesus.
As long as you just have enough ring gap, they don't give a fuck. And then it's just $400 junkyard motors. Put a big enough injector on them. If you port the fucking heads out a little bit, they fucking do pretty well.
That'd be dope.
The thing that's interesting about my 5.3 that's in that truck is that it's an all aluminum 5.3. It's a Blocks 5.3, but it doesn't have variable. It doesn't have cylinder cutoff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so those blocks only are in those 2 years, 02 and 03 Envoys and Trailblazer XLs, the long versions, and then the Buicks you could get with a V8 and the short wheelbase.
Hi, sweetie. I like your car.
What's that noise?
What's that noise? What noise?
Can you replicate it?
Big lumpy cat.
Yeah, I mean, you could do a lumpy can in those. Again, everything's so fucking cheap that, like, for all that shit, it's crazy.
Yeah. The book. Interesting book to read. Is it time for bed? Yeah. Yeah. Hello.
Can you come say goodnight to Daddy? She's closing the door. Daddy. Come.
Hi, sweetie. Good night. I love you. Thank you.
You got makeup on my phone?
Bye, baby. Good night. What's that noise?
I love it. It's funny. Every time.
Bye. What's that noise? Or like same thing when a phone goes off. Phone. She starts freaking out. It's like, dude, chill. Or always just constantly, iPad. Oh,
Yeah, well, you know, she was kind of destined to be a talker because you and Michaela are both talkers, so.
no, dude. Silent.
When you're concentrated, definitely for sure. There's been times like, before like, when we're streaming or whatever, I'll be like, I'll have your stream up on like my phone, and we want to just, whatever we're doing.
I know, dude. I try not to get so concentrated, and then I just finally like snap out of it an hour later. I was like, I haven't said a word. Just been zoned out, just concentrating so hard. And that's usually when I do worse. Is when I concentrate super hard.
It's always when we're trying to be like all like good is when we're doing the worst.
The worst. We're not good at being sweaty.
Yeah, it's just not.
It's worse for us.
Yeah,
when we have fun and fuck around.
We always do way
like when
better.
I was running the shoddy for a while.
Right, where like it was like, hey, like I'll make some noise and you run the fuck in.
Yeah, and it worked so many times. It was so much fun. It doesn't hit the same.
Right.
Like it used to.
It's just one of those things.
It's still not bad, because after the Diamatis, it's still better than those. I think you have to be so close to the Diamatis. Like, even in the same room, you got to be close. Where the shotgun has a little bit more range, which is nice, and it still hits pretty hard.
It might be worth a shot to like toss in a fucking snake shot scenario again, because they're still pretty viable.
Could do that.
I mean,
I'm also thinking about just running a launcher again.
Yeah, it's been like I keep watching videos, and it just seems like it's just super fun watching people run launchers.
Because it's been, I mean, I did it a lot when we first started, and then people like wised up to the trophy systems and shit.
The trophy drops are much less now.
Mm-hmm. I miss the C4s. You used to be able
to fucking yeet them like forever.
Yeah. Well, then you just be doing something, and I just yeet it and hear a car. Did you do that? Yep. And I'm just on the roofs, just waiting for cars to drive by. It was the best. I blew up so many cars with C4 when you could just yeet it. They should make the like Semtex go 5 feet. No one cares about that thing. I mean, it's still good.
I had one. We were playing Thursday night where I had downed somebody like so we were sitting on top of fucking chemical weapons, and I had sniped somebody over on like there's that 3-story fucking flat fucking what I can't remember what it's called in the Resurgence map. It's right in front of Biochem.
Oh,
that flat fucking one.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So I downed like at the buy right there, and I had a fucking perfect fucking. It was a perfect curve on my Simtex, but it blew up right before it landed.
Oh.
I was like, that was the fucking Kobe-est throw, and it blew up right before. I was like, motherfucker. Well, because you know me, like, you know, in multiplayer playing fucking hardcore, grenades are my jam. Like, always, I'm fucking throwing just regular frag grenades, and I got that, like, down perfect. It's taken me a little while to get the Simtex to be fucking good shit, but now it's like, I got it, like, pretty good, and I was like, I need like, a little bit more. Probably should start running fucking thermites. It's really the jam.
That's what I run. I love thermites. Just when we both died, that's what I was using. That was so fucking funny on the ship. But that's what I knew he was coming up, so I threw a thermite right where he would get off, and then just nuked him.
Yeah.
And then you came up. I'm getting shot.
And you just standing there? What?
It was so funny. Because we had that one, I clipped that one, and there was another funny one. Oh, I can't remember. I haven't edited those yet.
I mean, I was having a good time on Thursday night, even if we were getting our fucking ass kicked.
I was having a good time.
It was one of those days where like we were just getting clapped, but the shit was so fucking funny. Like just the random ass garbage that was happening.
Yeah. It was funny.
We need Teddy to bring down that fucking KDR just a little bit.
It was yeah, I think I'm gonna do an M4 and a rocket launcher RPG. Go back to that.
I think I'm gonna run back because I always did really really well with the sniper AR combo. So I've been running like the fucking the Mac 10 Bruin.
Yep.
And I like having the extra ammo, the 200 on the Bruin, but it makes it so slow comparatively. It's like,
oh, I'm sure. Your mobility is pretty much
gone. Like just the aim down side speeds and everything's just fucking rough. So I'm gonna go
Once
back.
you're there, it's probably dope.
If I run, you can just fucking keep firing. That's why. That's one of the reasons why I had so much fucking. I just kept downing people from like a billion miles away. But plus, like having 400 rounds is real nice.
Yeah.
Because you have 200 in the fucking clip, and then you can pick up 200 total on the outside. So you have a lot of fucking ammo.
So you get one reload.
Yeah, but I mean,
it
just takes 100 years to get down the sight. I'm like, fuck. But I think I'm gonna finish out the FFAR.
I've been getting clapped by that a lot. I know it's a good one. I just haven't really messed with it a lot.
Right.
I've been running the M16 Mac 10.
But I think I'm gonna run. That gun with a sniper rifle. I think that's where my optimal is. Because I'm really good with the fucking Mac 10 and that kind of stuff too. But the FFAR is just as good at close range, but it has a little bit longer of a range.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm gonna run out is that one. Like I still need to like run back from last week's when when we had that like two teams we did the exfil whatever, and we had the two teams like collapse on us out there, and we'd beat the fucking two guys, and then I beat that whole team because you guys got down from behind. Mm-hmm. We need to clip that because that was
dope.
That was a killer play. I have this, and it was like when we had like on Thursday, like I had like a random new like chatter on fucking Trovo. And he was like talking like, hey, like what else do you play? I was like telling him, and that's I had killed like 4 people like within like 4 seconds, and I was all, ugh. And he's like, that's pretty fucking dope. I had to go to bed, but that was rad. I'm gonna fucking follow. I was like, perfect timing right there, because like anytime before that or after that, you would have been like, I don't know about this fucking guy, but
yeah, that's funny.
I have my moments. If I didn't stare at the computer screen all day, like those days that like it don't work, and we play games, like on Saturday nights, that's why I play so fucking good. It's because I just haven't been staring at a fucking computer screen all day, like, cool, just burn my eyeballs.
Yeah. What size are your monitors?
These are all 27s.
Okay.
Honestly, it's a little bit ridiculous. Like, even for work, because, like, over here, like, is this kind of, like, you can't really see it.
Yeah.
Unless I, like, scoot over.
I'm also only going to have 2 monitors.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, 24s are probably still the optimal gaming size for screens.
so?
I think. I think 27 is like the biggest I would go. But if I was like gonna be like trying to be like actually competitive in gaming, 24 is as big as I'd go. Because you don't have to look around as much on the monitor. Is kind of the thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so like that's the big problem like playing on TVs and stuff is that you have to like look around.
Like me. I'm sitting 4 feet away from a 55-inch TV.
Yeah, so you're like looking around a lot more.
Yeah. So I was looking between a 24-inch and a 27-inch curved monitor.
I mean, 27-inch curve would be pretty decent too, because again, it's tighter
Right.
as far as like like you're not looking quite as far because it's not flat. For like what I do like with work and stuff, a curve would not be quite where I want to be.
No.
But I mean, I want to have another. I want to do a fourth for work.
You should just get one of those ultra wides.
So I considered that situation, getting an ultra wide, but then again it goes back into looking too far for in gaming.
You don't have to get like the 3 monitor ultra wide. Just get like the 2.
Well, so like if I keep the same size, 40-inch ultra wide is the same as two 27s, and then a 34-inch is the same as two 24s side by side. So it still kind of works out to like you just have to look a little farther each way. And again, on competitive gaming, like when you're like playing like GTA or like like those kind of games where we're playing zombies, it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
So like, but like if we want to be competitive, like that's kind of like this is absolutely as big as I'd go as a 27 for competitive gaming.
So right now, that's that. And then when I go to my office, right now the monitor I have is not even a monitor; it's a TV, 32-inch TV.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of input latency on TVs as part of the problem. Like newer ones are a lot better about that because they have like gaming modes and low latency modes. But that's typically the issue because like there's a lot more processing going on TVs. Mm-hmm. But like it doesn't matter because when you're watching TV, what's an extra half a second before you get to the next frame and everything? You know what I mean?
Right. Doesn't really matter as much.
Yeah.
And that one was I think the one I found was it was 27. It was 144 hertz and 1 millisecond refresh. It wasn't bad. It was like $300 or something.
Yeah, because these ones right here, 1080p, 144 hertz. These two that I have, and that one's only 60 hertz. But I also wanted something that had like IPS panels, and actually these ones weren't too bad. Like when I first bought the first one a year ago, it was only $200. And I'm pretty happy with them overall. Like, there's not a whole lot of ghosting. They're HDR 400, so they're 400 nit. Like, right now, like, this one's maxed out. And then these ones are only like 35 to 40%.
That's kind of a difference. So these, it's the curved 27-inch monitor up to 165 hertz.
What brand is it?
It's a Scepter.
Yeah. My first LCD was a Scepter, by the way.
Yeah.
It still works. It's at the shop. It's on one of the computers there.
144 hertz HDMI.
The big problem with the Scepters overall, they're not bad, especially for the price. Mm-hmm. Is that they're just dim. Gotcha. And that was a big reason why I went with this. With this one right here, down here it doesn't matter as much, and I don't necessarily like a ton of HDR content, or I don't have a lot, but the 400 definitely like if it gets bright when you're in HDR mode, like the way I have it currently set up, it can't be in HDR mode because it's HDR mode so it's HDR is HDMI, and then 144 hertz is on fucking DisplayPort. That's another big problem with having like the cheaper end of the monitor scheme, like under like $400, is you have weird trade-offs like that. Mm-hmm. But I mean, honestly, like if you can find these ones, they're fucking solid. And again, like actual price, they should only be like $200. Like I think when I got the second one, it was like $250. So I mean, monitors right now are just kind of expensive, but.
Yeah.
If I can ever get a 3080, like I fucking want, they make a 1440p version that it's either 1440p or 4K, like high refresh rate. And I would like to have a 1440p as my primary monitor.
I'm trying to think what this one was.
At that price point and specters, probably just a fucking 1080p.
Probably. Oh yeah, it's only $240 actually, not even $300. That's a 1080p.
Yeah, I mean, 144 hertz. Like I don't want to go back. So that's like a big reason. Like I want to get a 1440p. This 1044, 144 hertz at minimum.
Here's this one's 350. Another Scepter, 27-inch, but it's 1440.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Like the big problem, like because you got an RX 570, right?
I think so.
Is 1440 gameplay on that would be a little hard, yeah.
Okay.
And graphics cards are really fucking hard to find. Holy fucking shit.
I don't really need to upgrade that.
Yeah, so
it's
like,
not bad, so I just won't get a monitor that won't optimize it.
Right. So like,
I want to stick to a 1080. That's fine, honestly.
I mean, for gaming, it's really not that big of a deal. Especially like, when I just want it for a little bit extra detail. Again, it's just, obviously better is better, and that's kind of the jam. I want a 3080 for like other reasons too, for encoding reasons and things like that too. Like, but it's like pricing for shit is crazy. Like the 1080 Ti that I have, like when Dan bought it originally, they were kind of expensive then, but like they're old now. They're like 5 years old, and they're still going for like $1,000. It's like on eBay and shit. It's fucking, and they were 700 or 800 like brand new, like MSRP anyways. And at some, during the mining thing a couple of years ago, they were up at like, $1,400, $1,500.
Damn.
But they're still like, they're 5 years old now.
Mm.
It's just because you can't find fucking anything for graphics cards. It's fucking stupid. Like, it's so dumb. The chip shortage is so bad that like car manufacturers are having trouble with it right now. Like the only one that's not having like supply issues is because they stocked up on semiconductors is fucking Toyota right now. That's it. Everybody else is having issues. Like we won't even be looking at fucking Xbox and PlayStation 5 like decent availability until like late summer is what they're saying. So, I mean, that shit's fucking also just wild. I can't believe how expensive shit is right now.
I don't even know if I'll ever get a console again. I don't know, the Switches always look fun. And then I'd want, like, the older Xboxes that can, or even that one that run, like, I love the Guitar Hero games. And there was a Guitar Hero, Band Hero or something, or like the full
Rock Band?
Rock Band. Then there was DJ Hero. Had a lot of fun with that one too.
Rock Band was one of my favorites because, like, with the microphone, when you're supposed to sing into it, you can just make noises into it. And just like, all you have to do is wherever you start, you just change your tone to it and match it around. So I love like going to Best Buy when they had like set up back, 4 or 5 years ago. It's all, and like people are like, "What the fuck?"
That's a reasonable reaction. They're going to make a 4K Switch, huh?
Yeah. So that's supposed to be the new ones in handheld. So they're gonna make. It's gonna be. I think it's a 7-inch screen. I think they're like 6'1" now or something like that. So they're gonna have a new OLED 7-inch screen. They're still 720p when you're in handheld mode, and then when you're on dock mode, it should do 4K. But it's only gonna be again Switch 4K, so like not great. So like,
better, but
Yeah, I'm looking at getting the an Xbox One Series X or an Xbox Series X. I keep saying Xbox One, but Xbox Series X because like I already pay. You know, I have Game Pass Ultimate, so I think it's like $15 a month or something like that. And then on their like all access plan that you can do, like you get a Series X and Ultimate for $35 a month.
Gotcha.
So it's like an extra $25 a month to have one. But I think I want to upgrade the TV first. That's a big thing for me because this TV's almost 10 years old now.
I mean, you don't even watch TV.
Right.
So why?
Maybe I would if I like changed it. I don't know. There's just some games that are just fun to sit on the couch and play too. So if like
If I got a lot of that, that was so much fun.
So yeah,
Sitting in the garage at 4 a.m, playing fucking Speedrunner.
Speedrunner, Trackmania.
Trackmania.
The Trackmania Nations reboot was garbage. It's not good. The OG one, the actual like Trackmania Nations, like Forever or whatever it's called, is still free. I'm gonna play that on fucking PC.
That'd be kind of fun. I'd do that.
That was like I played that a lot back in the day.
Because what was the one it was Turbo, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That one's fun. I like that one a lot. Just because of all the crazier shit in it.
Right. Well, and so like on the OG like Trackmania Nations Forever, you can just create any kind of maps you want the same way, but they're much larger. You can have like massive fucking maps. Yeah. And then you'd have like 50 people, 100 people race on them instead of fucking like 20.
That's dope. I definitely need a controller for that game though.
Did you hear about the new TMNT game?
No.
No, but I hope it's good.
You just need a cable to use the controller that I let you borrow.
I know. But when the computer's like 10 feet away.
You just need a long USB cable.
I just want a wireless one. I don't want to worry about it.
Well, just get a fucking dongle like I have.
I thought about that because I need to get a dongle or just a new controller.
Because, like, you might as well use that one because it's an Xbox One controller. It's fucking your controller.
I did it before I changed my setup. I used it.
Yeah.
But when I moved my camera down, I had to use my extension cable I had for the camera.
Yeah, so just go, the dongles are like $15.
25.
Okay, so just get a $25 fucking dongle and use it. And then you can just get other, because you can connect 8 controllers up to it, the dongle.
Right, well the new controller's all Bluetooth on it.
Right, but so like the nice thing about the dongle versus the Bluetooth is that Bluetooth is fucking shitty latency.
Slow, yeah. That's true.
That's the main reason why I got the dongle.
I've liked that keyboard that I have, the wireless one. It's actually pretty good. I've had a pretty good experience with it.
Right. Well, and that's the thing is like, getting one that's optimized for latency helps a lot, and that's why like the Xbox, has such a low latency with it is because it's Wi-Fi and it's Wi-Fi direct. So it's a different kind of Wi-Fi.
Right.
And that's the thing is, it's what's nice about that too is again like you can have up to 8 controllers connected to it. So if you have like you and Michaela like on Bluetooth, it would be fucking miserable if you both have controllers.
Well, see, now I need a controller anyway. So it's right. When we play certain games, I should play on a controller. I have to play on the keyboard, but there's certain games where I would.
I spent .059 BTC on that 1080 Ti. Should have kept the BTC.
Yeah, definitely. That would have been worth a lot more. But just get a dongle and then you get another controller, then you both can have wireless controllers.
Yeah.
Because most Bluetooth like things on the PCs are Bluetooth 4 and they're not compatible with more than one controller.
True. So if you get a dongle.
Yeah. And again, for how inexpensive they are, and they work with the new controllers too. I mean, they're very similar as far as on the series. X and S controllers. They're similar. They're a little bit different, but you can get the new controllers too, or an Elite. Those kind of things where I want an Elite like real bad, but I have a hard time spending $200 on a controller that I don't use a ton anymore. I don't play a lot of Rocket League, so
yeah, and I'm kind of curious how it would be playing on controller since I've been playing with keys for long enough now. I bet controller would just be weird.
I mean, I'm pretty good at going back and forth between the two of them. Obviously, certain games I like better. Again, driving on fucking Grand Theft Auto, I turn my controller on.
Yeah.
So you can go back and forth on that game, like.
Right.
Yeah.
Seamlessly, just. Yep.
It's so much nicer to play on a controller on certain cases with that one, but like. Yeah. Obviously, shooting games, like I prefer mouse and keyboard in shooting games, but any kind of driving games. Like I guess I've been playing a lot. I've been playing a bunch of Dirt 5 recently too, because it's on Game Pass now for PC, and. I guess EA bought fucking Codemasters for like a lot of money. Plus, all the fucking ZeniMax games, Bethesda games are all owned by Xbox now.
Okay.
So like all those, we'll see how the exclusives go in the future. But yeah, like all the Fallout series and Skyrim and all those games are all owned by Xbox Studios now. But again, like when it comes to that driving game, though, like I will not play driving games with a mouse and keyboard. That's fucking.
Like I've adapted in GTA, it's not too bad.
Helicopters is the big thing for me.
I love helicopters in GTA.
Yeah, on the keyboard, fuck that. Controller's way easier. I don't even know how to go up and down with it because I just turn my controller on.
Oh, I set it up to where it's easy.
Yeah, I just don't even bother. Just controller immediately.
Because I use the WASD, it's like my forward, back, side to side, and then on my numbers on the side, the number pad, that's my up, down, and bank left, right. Which is kind of nice. It's like when you're going up and forward, you just forward on both. You won't want to make a turn, you can just turn slowly, or a tight turn is both, and it just kind of does the helicopter bank turn. It's kind of nice. But yeah, before I figured that out, because I think I saw somebody else like explain, like set it up like this so it doesn't suck. Yeah. I think that's before you gave me the controller, so they made it work.
Could be.
But it works pretty fucking well.
Yeah, I couldn't. I don't even care enough to set it up for that. Like,
you had a controller, so just use that.
Right.
I've just learned to do that. It's fine now, but I'm sure.
Well, and that's the same thing like with racing games and things like that too. But like, it's this is a granular control.
Yeah, that's the only thing that you don't have with the keyboard. It's an on and off switch, not a.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why I'm also like, maybe I'll just get a controller and start playing controller. Then I can get the fucking aim assist and be better.
Well, it's like I was saying the other day, actually, like, when we were playing games, like, we're in zombies, when I'm, like, having to spectate you from, like, when I'm down or whatever, you shoot perfectly fine. But when we're in, like, Warzone and I've had to spectate you, you just kind of, because you get, like, you just get too flustered.
I do. That's the thing, like, in zombies, I have more fun with it because I don't have to be competitive because they're zombies.
Right.
And I play so much better.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, dude, then something shooting back at me, not so hot. Just start freaking out.
I mean, I have problems when I have to spectate, like, you guys, like, even, like, Aves and stuff. And, like, Aves and I play, like, pretty similarly the way that we play as far as, like, smoothness and, like, how we, like, operate. But watching, like, when I have to watch you, like, you, Teddy, Bacon, even, like, Jack's not too bad. Seth, I don't know how Seth hits anything. Like, at all. I have no idea. It works. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Like, it doesn't make sense when I watch him. Like, what are you doing? But, like, I just noticed that, like, if you're under pressure, that's when you just kind of go ape shit. And you just need to, like, slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, figure out, like, how to calm it down. Now, you're entertaining when you're freaking out.
It was pretty funny.
It's a very entertaining scenario. But it's not. It's hard for me like to be like. You know, I also have like the like you know like I think the way that I think, so I'm like, hey, do this and do this, and like I try not to tell you what to do. Like I'm not like because I'm not trying to make it worse on you.
I'll just keep freaking out. I'm already freaking out. Now you want me to learn new shit, dude? Fuck off.
It might be one of those things where like we need to like hop into private matches where like one of us is like running on one side and the other one's like kind of like shooting bullets at you to like make you like get used to like something like just a little bit like training.
Just private training.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
Just to like get your because your movement's not bad by any means. And again, when you actually are not freaking out, your shooting is pretty solid too.
Okay.
So like it's just one of those things where it's like we just like get somewhere in the middle of the situation. Because I don't think like like a shooter trainer would work out that well, like like Kovac or things like that. Because again, there's no pressure. You're just shooting.
When I'm not under pressure, I'm great.
Yeah, you don't do bad at all.
Under pressure, I start freaking out a little bit.
Right. Or maybe I just need to yell at you more when I am spectating you.
Maybe.
So like you stop like you focus on what you're supposed to be doing, not what everything else is around. Maybe we need to do the opposite with you instead of like trying to be like quiet with the situation. Just start fucking like badgering you about all this shit. So then you stop like fucking because you're just more used to in that moment.
Hilarious. Every time I'm trying to clutch something, you're just screaming. Like the opposite of every TikTok you've seen about it. Shut the fuck up! Louder, it's helping. I don't know. Now I'm kind of curious, and I want to try controller again. I'll have to do that. Let's see.
I mean, I probably have a cable you can borrow that's that length.
I probably have one. No, I'll figure it out.
Again, I mean, it'd probably be worth it just to get a dongle again for, when you and McKellar want to play games together or whatever, to have two controllers.
Yeah.
I mean, because, Xbox One controllers are fucking kind of cheap now. Like, right now, they're like fucking $35.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a dongle and that's $50 and...
Yeah.
Fucking done. Ready to go.
That'll do.
Alright, I'm gonna try to make a better bowl this time because it was fucking trash.
Yeah, it was, dude. It was garbage.
Disgusting.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Bye! This is gonna be a bloody nose.
Gross, dude. Don't get it in the hookah.
I don't. This feels like you.
Been there,
Been there, done that,
Been there, done that.
That's like stuck in my head, but I can't replicate it. What? Alright. Nice. Let's open this mint. Black lava mint wasn't there for me.
No?
Oh. Like sometimes it's fine, like it's hard to get like the ratio correct. If that makes sense.
Gotcha.
It's like if you make like an alcoholic beverage with too much alcohol in it.
Another thing.
Yeah, it is a thing.
Nope.
If you want just straight alcohol, you just fucking put straight alcohol in your body and not make a fucking shitty drink. Right?
Yeah, you could.
You were never a bartender. You don't know.
Nope. Never was.
Never was. Doesn't mean you can't be in the future.
True. That is accurate, but probably not.
I kind of miss bartending.
I'm sure it would have been a lot of fun.
Well, especially the bar that I was at. It was dangerous. Basically just fucking drunk bartenders serve more drinks, more booze.
That's what's up. all you need, dude.
What? I was 24 when I was a bartender. Mistakes! But it was a lot of fun. So. A lot of fun. Yeah?
Yeah, dude.
Just got fucking shisha all over the shirt.
Did you get all gooped?
Yeah.
Bummer, dude.
Kind of like, you know, you not want to get them sloppy joes all over your fucking...
True. That would have sucked.
Sloppy joe. They were fucking good though.
They were really good. They're nice.
Not bad for just a winged ass recipe. Could have used some onions and some diced tomatoes though. I think it would have been good that way.
That would have been nice.
I'll cook my vegetables and my fucking meat.
Some cheese.
Well, you won't find any of that in this house, so.
I'm aware.
Especially not when I'm buying fucking groceries.
You don't buy cheese?
No, definitely not.
What about your guests, man?
Yeah, fuck my guests.
That's me, motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck you.
So I can bring my own fucking cheese.
Yeah, you can bring your own fucking cheese.
It's a BYOC household.
I'm still not on board with this beer.
Oh, the Griffin?
Yeah.
Griffin.
Like, it's not bad, it's just not what I want.
That's a shame.
Know what I mean? Somebody. Might be Scotty D. I don't fucking know.
Maybe.
Wasn't that loud though.
I didn't hear a dog.
Right. We're gonna find out if it's any good here in a minute.
Cool.
Them rough weeks, man.
Hmm?
Them rough weeks.
Yeah. It sucks. His paycheck's only 32 hours.
Right.
Fuck, dude. It's garbage. Yep, Scott.
Yes, sir. I mean, maybe he's gotten a little better that I've been yelling at him for it.
Can we stop you, Jose?
Yep.
Thank you. That's a bummer, dude.
I know.
I'm very bummed. No.
For the shit that I was gonna order, that's what he's bummed about. Or that I ordered. That won't be here till Monday, yeah.
Gotcha. So what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Just mumble jam.
Mamba Jam.
It is what it is. I'll be there for the next time. Lack of preparation. I don't. Maybe this is the bottom of that fucking cinnamon mint that's garbage. Because that's only the new mint and cinnamon, the cinnamon gum.
I guess maybe, yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
What?
Sarah just texted me.
What? Why?
She said, how much longer are we recording? I'm not sure.
Until we stop, dude. Your first day? We don't have a specific start or end time.
What, we're an hour and a half in, roughly?
I think it is the cinnamon. You know. you know.
Yeah, because it's like the same flavor, but like more minty.
Yeah.
Just meh. Fucking meh. Mm-hmm. Getting smoke rings or what?
Yeah. With you. I'm not good at it.
The person that like the best of that shit is fucking Polly. Polly is like ridiculous. It's not bad.
That was the best one I've had so far.
I'm gonna turn this into the smoke ring channel.
That could be a podcast. Just you by yourself an hour. No words. Just blowing smoke rings at the camera.
What's stupid is, in like, what I've learned is that it would work. Like, weird shit, like, pops off sometimes. Like, it wouldn't be fucking, like, obviously like a mainstream situation. They could never get to that. But you could have, like, a lot of viewers. The amount of times, like, I don't watch Twitch a ton. You know, typically, like, when it comes to streamers and that kind of stuff, I watch their videos.
I don't, but I need to. I'll start networking with some other streamers. See if we can get some other people who actually like want to stream to play with us.
I found a couple from the other night. I think it was last Saturday.
Cause like, it's fun when we play with like our friends.
But they have to like want to play.
Well, and they're not playing to stream.
It's just
Like so when we're doing gameplay, and they're off talking about some super serious shit. That's what people hear if they're actually watching.
I mean, it kind of depends. You know, we don't really have a ton of that. You know, side conversation a lot. But it does
when
happen.
a certain person's playing, yes, it's often.
Okay, that's fair.
So it'd just be fun to play with people who are actually also out there like trying to create content.
Right. I mean, definitely that helps a lot.
And then
like,
just networking in general could be good too.
Right. So like when you hopped off on Saturday, me and Teddy kept playing, and you know we were playing quads on Resurgence, and we hopped in, and this other guy was like streaming, and me and Teddy, him and his like buddy, we played for like Teddy was on till like 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I stayed till like 3 playing games, and we won like 7 or 8 games, and. He was streaming on Twitch. Like, he hopped in when we were playing last night on the Twitch stream for a second. He's pretty decent. He's pretty cool, too. He's recently out of the military kind of guy, and he's pretty cool. He looks exactly like you would think an ex-Marine would be looking like, but...
Cool.
Because I hopped on the stream, and I was, like, giving him shit. It was kind of funny. But, yeah, he's pretty good, too. Like, I'd say we're like roughly my level of gameplay.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's always nice to find a couple people. Again, I don't watch a ton just because like I'd rather play games than watch people play games is kind of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I watch their videos and that kind of stuff, like you know, as filler, and sometimes it interests me, and I'll watch it for a little while longer or whatever. But like, it's just not something that I've ever really liked doing. I like to participate.
Right. Yeah. I agree.
So it's hard for me to like to sit there on the stream and like just let it play out for everything that it is. You know, like I appreciate people that do like that stuff. My thing is I just learned that people watch all sorts of random ass shit. Like I hopped in there today like to do a couple things on the Twitch stream, and like one of the top streams was just the fucking e-girls, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's
the best, dude. I love it.
I just like the whole just not doing anything at all, but just like wearing a bikini is like, I don't understand how that's appealing to watch. Because, like, obviously, because I get on some porn and my shit, like, you know, obviously, like, I like, you know, being just a single fucking dude, that's where I have to fucking roll. But I'm not, like, gonna funnel a ton of fucking cash into, like, some girl that's, like, not, it doesn't matter.
Right.
That's just what they do. And I just don't see the appeal at fucking all. Like, whatsoever.
It's one of those, I can get it for free, so...
Right. Like, if I, like, I don't just need to sit there and watch their, like, do nothing
Right.
in a bikini. Like, I'll just pause it on a fucking...
There's certain guys who will do that all day long. I would not.
Right. I just...
Even if I was single, I just don't.
Yeah, I don't get the... Again, the appeal doesn't matter to me. It just doesn't make sense to me whatsoever.
Yep.
I mean, teach their own. You know what I mean? Like, if that's what you, like, enjoy,
Yeah,
do
great.
it, but...
Awesome. I'm not going to do it. Which doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
I'm also in a different situation.
I mean, there's that, but there's still people that are in your same situation that also do it too, and they don't, like,
That's true.
their other person doesn't care, or they also partake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's, I
don't understand the appeal.
and that's very much the same thing, like, even, like, other people, like, watching people play games the way that, you know, we do what we want people to do or whatever, and is that those moments where they're just fucking, like, they're not really entertaining, they're just kind of, like, chilling for, like, a while. And that's also something that I don't understand. If people like it, fuck yeah, do your thing, and if you make money off it, even better. But it's just a wild situation where I'm like, I'd rather participate, do the thing. You know, like, this is, like, entertaining. Like, you know, we have the chat going back and forth. We're fucking talking about dumb bullshit, you know, dick jokes or whatever. Like, I had a couple people, like, message, like, after they listened to the podcast last week, like, a couple days later, about the cream saver thing. This shit was so fucking funny. Like, disgusting, but so funny.
So funny, dude.
Lily does watching and Kenny.
What?
I know what he means. Lily does like watching people play games.
Oh,
And
so
our
it's
buddy Kenny, that's been like his jam forever. Like, we'd be like, back in the day, we'd be like in the basement, you know, 4 controllers of the N64, the GameCube, or whatever. And he would just sit there and he's like, I'm like, you got a controller for you? He's like, nah.
just want to watch.
Yeah. And
Like, McKenna likes watching me play certain games. That, like, not necessarily like Warzone. She doesn't care to watch that, but if I'm like playing Minecraft or something, she enjoys watching me play that.
I don't. So, like, you know, I've played some Minecraft recently here. How anybody likes watching it? Like, I'll watch, like, again, like, some of the streamers that, like, are just like bicker and fight back and forth one another or whatever. Like, but I watch their videos, so it's like clipped down, not like just like the random bullshit. So, like, I watch it because they're entertaining, not because they're playing the game. But some people, like, will just watch, like, even when I hop on playing Minecraft, and, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing at fucking all. Like, I've do some cool shit, I guess. Did you ever, like, log in and see my tower of... Yeah, that one night.
Yeah.
So, like, I think it's funny, like, don't get me wrong, but, like...
It's funny, but it's a lot of work. Just for a funny building.
Well, there's more coming that I've thought of. I haven't really played in, like, a week, and I thought of, like, some dumb bullshit to do. There's a roller coaster incoming. Like, it's gonna be hilarious. But it's gonna take forever to build.
I need to work on my house.
Right.
All the stuff I need is down in the nether. So I'm using all that blue and red wood, which I have to get from the nether. I wonder if those drop seedlings. That'd be cool.
I mean, they
If
should.
you could grow that above ground, that'd be nice. I wonder if you even can, or if you can only grow it in the nether.
Right, I'll have to look it up.
Have to
I
have a
mean,
little-
the thing is, like,
Well, the thing
you
that
can grow,
sucks-
like, the end gate, like,
Oh,
the chorus fruit.
Yeah.
You can let that grow in the sunlight also,
Yeah.
and that has no sunlight in the fucking end game.
So hopefully, yeah, if it drops a few saplings, I'll just do that. That'd be nice.
I mean, we could always, create a. I think it was you. Oh, no, weird. I heard some.
It sucks with how close I am to the portal under Travis's house. I have my portal in my house that I built, but when I go out, it takes me to his.
Oh, what about going into Lily's?
What do you mean?
She's got one in her house too.
Does she?
Mm-hmm.
I can get to Lily's house as fast as I can get to Travis's house.
That's fair. I mean, it's a
And
little.
at that point, I just go in mine, come out of his, and just get on the thing back.
We could always just go mine a bunch of bullshit and just put a bunch of carts. What? Shut up, Siri, you dumb bitch. What did we say to like create her to fucking talk back? Like,
I don't know. She's lonely. No one fucking asked you.
but we could always like create like a fucking like walk like railway or whatever to like wherever we need to be.
Yeah, it's just so many fucking railways, man.
Or just put a ton of water and just do what I've been doing with the fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that took forever.
Sure.
That was the amount of time I spent on that like waterway system that I want to make it bigger too. Is like it makes it so nice to get around. But now that I have the wings of the fucking like rockets too, have you used that yet?
No, I'm waiting till I want some unbreaking and mending on them
Oh,
before I use them. They're still just.
So I figured out where the phantom fucking membrane comes from.
Phantoms?
Yeah.
Shocker.
Right. I didn't know that when I first got it. I didn't know what the fuck they were called. I didn't know I was getting knocked the fuck off my fucking walkway in the middle of the fucking day. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
It sucks so much. So I always gotta have a bucket of water with you. And really good timing. I've only done it successfully a couple of times.
Well, now that I've made them bigger and shit, it's a lot easier.
I fuck it up as often as I don't pull my chute fast enough. Also, you said you were the big fall damage guy, but I might be up there too.
Oh, you are. I just do it when it shouldn't be done, and it pisses me off so much.
Like I did it in Zombies the other day. I was running around, and I just walked backwards off a cliff, not even paying attention. But you're so close to the cliff, it doesn't give you the prompt to put your chute. Which is dumb as fuck. The game's just like, fuck you.
I mean, it is a thing.
Mistake, bitch.
This bowl's got a little bit better too. Yeah, like the last couple times we played Zombies, you've had like a couple struggles.
Well, I know why. So it's good.
Oh, okay.
I just need to stop. Stop doing that before I play.
Because like I stopped having the struggles.
I need to stop doing that before I play.
Well, that's why like I don't even like smoke typically when I play anymore either. Just because like I get the problem is like when I like smoke hookah, it's like when I'm like into it, I'm like, and all I'm doing is sucking in the hookah, and so
no
like
oxygen while trying to use your brain. It's great.
It was really bad for a while when we were playing fucking Counter-Strike a bunch, and like I'd be sitting here like, what the fuck? That fucking game just fucking makes me so goddamn angry.
You just fucking cut a hole in the box of sheesh, put it on there with 4 coals, and just let it burn.
I mean, you could.
Hmm?
And just keep peeling the top off.
Hmm? Just let it rip. Burn your fucking lungs off. That'd be so much. Oh my god.
Have you ever smoked Zagul?
No.
You know what it is? Zagul is like a rough cut with like no molasses.
So it's tobacco.
Well, that's all this is just tobacco with molasses.
With molasses. It's a big difference.
But you don't put foil on the top. You just put the coal straight on the fucking.
Oh, that's right. You're telling me about that. You just put it straight on top.
It's like it's super good. Like for like 15 minutes, and then you're like, ugh, it's fucking disgusting.
Interesting.
Yeah. But, I haven't seen it in a while, just because, again, maybe I'll get some so you can try it. I mean, I smoke too much as it is. I need to stop.
Yeah, dude. Chill.
How about this fat scenario? Just not sitting here fucking being a fucktard.
That's a good start.
Mm-hmm. Well, I really gotta start hitting that fucking pretty hard here. Because the half marathon's coming quick.
Yeah. My knuckles all dry. It's trying to crack. Actually, I think it did. Bummer. That's why it itches.
Yeah, I'm not. It's been fucking dry the last couple days.
I usually never have that problem.
Yeah, it's been. I don't know. My allergies have also been fucking ape shit for fucking months and months and months too. So
I've also had to wash my hands quite a bit. I need to get more gloves.
gloves are kind of expensive right now
That's
too.
why I don't have them. I have some that are like, I have them, they're old, one.
Well, yeah, it's just
And then
garbage.
they're old because they're like, I didn't know like XL gloves were a thing. So I always had large because they worked, but they're super tight.
Right.
And as soon as you nick anything, it just shreds.
Boom. Yeah.
Or the extra large has that like kind of loose, so you can snag it and you're fine.
Right. As it eats something, it like wraps around your hand. Better.
Fucking, cause I was at Harbor Freight the other day. So I had to pick up, what did I pick up? Oh, I got a ball joint press. And I was like, whatever, I'll pick up a box of gloves while I'm here. $20 a box. It's fucking nuts.
Well, so like at that price, just again order some Microflexes, the good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're outrageous. I mean, Harbor Freight has a problem with that, anyways. I've never really liked their gloves, anyways. So like, I never like really because it always broke a lot more than the like. Yeah, they were like $8 more a box, but they like last just as long, if not longer, because like you're not ripping them as bad.
Yeah. Well, and what sucks is like a lot of these shops, there's a couple shops that have like Gojo, and there's a couple that have TKO, which is a good pumice soap. Then a lot of them just have like dish soap because they're not getting greasy.
Right.
They're just washing dust off their hands. And they have like all the antibacterial hand soap because that's all they need.
Right.
But I'm in there getting, like I was struggling with like shitty dish soap, and I was doing a power steering pump on the Cummins.
Gross.
And it was being replaced because when it got hit, it was leaking.
They're not.
So
I mean,
it was
they're
a
not
fucking
hard to
mess.
do. They're just disgusting.
No, they're not. Yeah, they're just dirty.
Yeah.
And then this guy his truck was, he was a guy who looked like he worked in a lot of mud and dirt, but has never, like, taken a power washer to his wheel wells or anything.
Just one of them
Like,
guys.
the bed was off, and the frame and the top of the tank were all just packed.
I always hated working on that shit. It's like you're cleaning up just as much mud as it takes to fucking do the job.
Like, the stuff on top of the rear tire in the tank, you could see the imprint of the bed. Like, it was completely packed. Like a fuck ton.
It's like 300 pounds of weight for no reason. Well, that's like there's a.
Yeah, but it's a Cummins, so you wouldn't even know.
I was gonna see if you could order these gloves that I like. Microflex Diamond XL.
You need to make durable wax gloves.
So, $32 a fucking. Let's see here.
That would be a cool glove concept, actually. Like, it's just a tub of, like, quick drying, like, rubber or something. You just dip your hand in so it molds to your hand, but it's, like, flexible so you can move it around. And then when you're done, it just, like, peels off like a mold.
I mean, so like, these are XL, the diamond grip from Microflex is the ones that I like.
Those are great gloves.
$32 for a box. So I mean, like, again, like it's $10 more than the Harbor Freight ones, but they last like
They're much
way
better.
longer.
The ones at the ones at Harbor Freight aren't bad. There's 5 mil and 7 mil. So obviously I get the 7. So it's the same price.
Right.
But
Yeah, I mean, again, at that scenario, like, it's just one of those things where, like, you might as well, though, get the good ones at that point, because it's just going to last the same time frame, and you don't have to worry about it quite as much.
Have you ever been in a shop where the poop guy's there sucking out the sump?
No.
It's great. It's awesome. I was at one of the shops the other day, and I just noticed that it started to get quiet, and I hadn't seen anybody in a while. But I have my mask on, because for some reason we have to. The employees don't, but we have to. So I really couldn't smell anything. Like my nose was almost plugged anyways. I had my mask on, so I couldn't really smell anything, just my own breath. And so I'm like, wait, is it lunchtime? So I have an alarm because we have to clock in and clock out and all this shit, even though we're on a flat rate. So my alarm goes off at 12. I was like, is it fucking lunchtime? And I look around, it was only like 11:15. I was like, oh, that's weird. So I didn't see anybody around, so I just took it off so I could catch a breath. I was like, fuck, dude.
The wrong kind of fucking breath, for
And
sure.
I didn't even notice I was working on that power steering pump. He was 2 bays over. The sump manhole cover is right under the 2-post, which I was working on today. And I thought about it, I was like, I hope it doesn't just like residually stink.
Yeah, it smells.
Because,
I've definitely been into a shop after they've been there.
well, and this particular sump he was sucking out hadn't been done in 5 years. So it was raunchy.
With all
Could
the
you
fucking.
imagine having that job? Like
I
you work
used-
at McDonald's or Subway, right? You come home smelling like that, but it's not bad. That you come home smelling like shit every day.
I think that you just get used to it.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. Like it's fine for you.
I'm sure everybody gets used to it, like just your smell at that point.
Yeah, but just like if your house just smells like poop all the time.
I think I would have like a fucking like wash bay like outside of my house.
Just buy a little shed.
Yeah, like you put like a shower in it, just run a fucking.
Because like you look at him, if you didn't see his poop truck, you just look at him and be like, cool, you're in the mud a lot. But then when you see him,
Yeah, that muck.
he was sitting. So he's in the manhole. He's at his hose. All you can see is his waist down. His upper half is in the fucking hole. Dude, have you ever fallen in?
I'm sure he has.
That's gross.
Yeah, like shop sumps gotta be disgusting.
You're covered in shit, and then for me, that would just make.
Eric Ennis, I do what?
She was saying you watch people.
play.
That's all
games.
that one was.
Yeah, you land in shit and you're covered in that. For me, it would just trigger me to vomit. So I was vomit and shit. And if I'm lucky enough, I cut myself on the way in. So then that gets infected.
Well, again, it's
Just a Howie Mandel stand-up
that,
story.
again, it's a sump, but it's oils and all that garbage in there, and like.
No, this was like the waste.
Oh, was it the septic tank?
Yeah, sorry, yeah, septic tank.
Okay, so it wasn't like the mud tray.
No, it was straight shit. It was the poop jar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was the actual like septic tank.
They have like a local sewage system. They don't have. It's not connected to like the city sewage. So they just have a little septic tank in the shop under the 2-post.
Yeah, that would be that being like cleaning septic tanks and shit like that. It's like.
Yeah, just the smell is like, dude, how do you have your head in that fucking hole? I'm sure if you're smart, you've got nose plugs and ear plugs and eye plugs and all your orifices are plugged. Mouth plug.
You have all the plugs. I mean, yeah, it's a thing. Like I obviously it's
in
gonna
like
be
a full hazmat suit, dude. If I was doing that, like a beekeeper hazmat suit.
I I mean, it's a job that has to be done, and like again, like subject tanks aren't like as popular as they were at one time, just because.
Like, hey, you gotta be in a rough spot.
I bet it pays well.
It's not worth it, man.
It might be.
I mean, it could be. These guys are like fucking secret millionaires.
I mean,
And they just suck poop.
I mean, yeah, think of like some like the fucking gross ass shit that like we've had to deal with, like obvious like everywhere's like a bunch of farm equipment.
Yeah.
It's just
Stinky.
it's just gross. Like
when I told you when I had to repair when I worked down in Loveland, when I had to clean the cat out of the skid steer. Did I tell you about that?
no.
So it was my boss's mom's skid steer. And she went to go fire it up one day, and there was a cat sitting on top of the engine. So it was cold. And you could see where it like clawed for its life down the intake tube and shit, but its tail got caught in the fan, sucked it through the fan, shredded it up, and packed it into the fucking radiator. And I had to clean it out. And it wasn't bad until the chunk in the radiator came loose and exposed the raw side that hadn't been just like caked with dirt and shit. Mm-hmm. And I threw up. I ran outside and threw up.
I think the worst that like I ever saw, there was it was when I worked at the Chevy dealership in Cheyenne, and somebody had like drove over a deer, like didn't like hit it, like it was like on the ground already, like somebody had already hit it or something like that, and like it got like lodged in between the like radiator and the front of the engine on a front-wheel drive car. Oh, it smelled horrible. And like,
how do you run over a deer?
Go around a corner on the highway, not paying attention or something,
I almost said that in Hawaii, actually, I guess. Well, it was a cow. When we were in Hawaii, went to the Haleakala Sunrise.
Yeah.
It's a really cool sunrise to see there. Because if you hit it right with the way the clouds are, it makes this like double sun thing happen. It's really cool. And it did while we were there, which is kind of cool to see because we haven't seen it since we were like kids. And, but all the way, it's a windy fucking road up that mountain. And which last time I went, my mom drove, and she hates mountain driving, like that style. I fucking love it. Just hairpins all the way.
Oh, yeah.
So much fun. Different when you got a van full of family.
It still could be fun.
But I'm coming down the mountain, and I'm not really hitting the gas. I'm just letting gravity take me. Come around the corner, and there's cows fucking crossing. Because, like, the whole way up is, like, pasture. And a lot of it is open.
Yeah. So it's just open grazing.
So they're
yeah,
across
it
the road.
happens.
I'm coming around that hairpin, and I also see this guy who's been following me in, like, a nice racy car coming up on my ass. I'm not really concerned about it, so I turn the corner, and there's fucking cows crossing. But that guy is hauling ass, and he doesn't know that I'm stopped right now. And it's a hairpin that you cannot see around. Like, it's downhill, but there's a big, like, hill in front of it, so you can't see at all. So I just, like, kind of hit on it and then swerve around and, like, straight between two cows. And it just wasn't going to get rear-ended in that situation.
Right. I mean, I've been in that experience a couple times before. Out by my dad's house, there's antelope, and they'll like decide to cross whenever they fucking feel like it on the road. And one day, I think Eric was with me. We were in like we had a Suburban at the time.
Did you run it over?
No, I definitely.
No, it wasn't a horse.
But I was driving, and it was broad daylight, and you see him fucking off over there or whatever. But they're, they fucking could do like 60 miles an hour. They can haul asshole. And they all decide, like, as a crew to just fucking cross the road. Well, there was no, like, we came over the hill as they fucking did it. And I was doing, like, 50. So I'm all, like, just through like shit. The other, like, I have a couple more, actually. One was, I was driving John's car at the time, same road. And it was, like, super rainy. And it was, like, they hadn't, like, hard packed the road yet. So it's super muddy under this fucking, just a fucking 1995 fucking Mitsubishi Mirage, like it's doing whatever. But like, I'm not getting stuck because like we've gotten stuck on that fucking road before, and I'm like, I'm not getting stuck. So I'm just like, it's like dark out, dark, and I'm hauling ass just to stay on top of the mud, fucking, basically right where Eric hit the fucking horse, like that one spot. So you can't see them right there. They just pop over the road. I'm like, fuck. So I pitch it, like I swerve, and then I pitch it back, and the car is going sideways, and there's just mud rolling over. I'm on the road, like middle of the road, and there's just mud going over the car. And I'm like, then this fucking antelope is doing this in front of me. I'm like, ah, shit! Another time I was in a fucking Honda Ridgeline that I can remember. This is a few years back. I was doing something real dumb. But we'll say we were in Estes, and I was not in the mind space that I should have been driving.
Gotcha.
And I'm having a good old time, because somebody decided to fucking feed their driver a bunch of fucking booze. And I'm having a good old time behind this car, and we're going down 34 way too fast already. Like, easily in a fucking back of a cop car just on its own without the fucking booze.
Yeah.
And we come around a corner and there is just a fucking horde of fucking deer. And I'm like, guess we're going through. And somehow like fucking made it through all the fucking deer. Never heard a Marine scream so loud.
Fucking terrifying.
But I mean, it happens, but yeah, it sucks when, especially a car that's not yours that you don't know.
Right. You don't know how it handles or.
Right, and it's full of people that like are just unprepared for like that kind of driving.
Devil's Dunkel.
I mean, dunkles are good.
Sounds like a weird slang word for a taint. The Devil's Dunkel.
So I don't think taint is where I'd go with that one. I think dunk hole. Yeah. That's more of where I'm at on that one.
No bid.
No bad.
Chill out.
It might be something you're gonna spend some money on from this fucking stimulus check, is some fucking arms and stuff.
Stimulus, dude. It's insane.
It'll definitely help.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it will.
Especially for you guys having the end of last year, like not having a ton of cash at all.
Yeah, we've been like trying to build our savings back up, but every time we get something, we have some fucking charge or something. We finally got all of our credit cards paid off, which is nice. Get rid of all that debt for a little while.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So we're gonna, like I said, if we move to our mom's house in a few years, look for our own house. So start getting the financial side of it in order.
Right.
Some money put away.
I mean, that's kind of the goal. Again, I don't make quite enough money to like be there on my own, so I'm kind of like, I'm here. I don't mind it here, but like I like to have my own place where the studio is a big thing where I want to have like a fucking, nobody can fucking come in unless I fucking like let them the fuck in kind of situation.
Mm-hmm. That's like, it's gonna be my office. I'm gonna have it all locked up. That's why I'm getting like that nice mic, cause that Shure mic is $400.
Yeah.
It's a nice mic, but I also want to do some music stuff with it. It'll be a good mic.
Right. Yeah, I mean, just a dynamic mic would be great. I mean, these are fine for like the condensed mic situation, like, and they're fucking, cheap.
Yeah.
Like this whole set, all the mics was fucking $130, $140 for all of them with the cables. So it's like, I can't complain even with the fucking weird noise that we had earlier that made no goddamn
That
sense.
was really weird. Just went away.
But that's something you gotta deal with, cheap stuff. Whereas like expensive stuff, you shouldn't. If you're doing without shit with expensive stuff, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, so I just need that. One of us, if I'm gonna need a $400 mic, I'm gonna get that nice arm. I just don't have to worry about it. And then just a little rocker box to power it. I don't need a big one.
Right. I mean, you can get ones, like these that are less channels and less stuff.
Right.
I mean, like I said, I'd like to get one for like the streaming where it's like a nice with a Go XLR situation and or something similar. I'm thinking like maybe like the Blackmagic, like they have like their Pro Studio tools. Like they're expensive. Don't get me wrong. It's still fucking similar price, but like it just doesn't have the fucking name, and then I have to like program everything in, which is perfectly fine. But they also have like dials and stuff. So like when you're video editing, you can just spin dials instead of having to like drag your shit around.
Yeah.
And that's something that like I really fucking want.
That'd be nice.
And then when you're like making transitions, you can do it by hand instead of like trying to toss it in there.
Right. I also want to get a little bit better at video editing, so I can make mine look a little bit nicer.
Yeah,
I just don't know how to use
DaVinci
it.
Resolve. I sent that to you, right?
Oh.
This is what I use, and the non-studio version, which has like collaborative stuff in it, and it's like, if you're really getting into color grading and that kind of stuff, like the studio version's better. But if you're, doing 95% of what anybody does, you can do without the studio version, and it's $3.99. And it's all pretty sick shit. I think it works great. I think the other limitation for like is you can't go above 4K res for the non-studio version, but like I don't know if like my phone has a 4K camera, but I mean I guess technically that can do 4K, but it already is kind of struggle busing with what we have currently set up at 1080p 30 frames, so
Yeah.
there's just not enough bandwidth on the cable. That's also something too that I actually might do. I might buy a capture card in a couple weeks when Chris is here, because he wants to do. He wants to bring his retro Pi and play some retro games into the podcast, so we'll stream that too.
Dope.
But I'll have to get that.
Yeah.
That capture card, which I probably should get one anyways, for when we go to like, I'd like to here in like a couple months. I want to buy a camera.
Yeah.
I might not spend all of the money that I want to spend. I want a Sony A7S III. That's what I want. Well, that's $3,500.
You can always upgrade.
Right, and the camera that I would get instead would have the same lens mounts. So whatever lenses I buy for because I'm thinking an A6600
We'll fit those later.
Yeah, so all the lenses will just move on to the new one, but I really, really want that one, and I might figure out how to stretch to it.
Yeah. That's
So I
all
sent my
right.
pennies for the next couple months. So I mean, the last few months I've been spending on the fucking like Envoy and like the computer bill and all that kind of stuff. And if I can't buy a fucking new graphics card, I might just put that $1,000 towards fucking camera instead. So then I'll be within range. But $3,500 is still $3,500. So
Yeah. I just can't wait to have a real fucking mic.
audio is a big thing. It's one of those things that again, nothing changed between anything. Like I had moved that over there and put it back, and nothing had been moved around, nothing at all. So that weird noise earlier that made no fucking sense.
Yeah. Like, I like my headset. I just don't like having a mic on my face.
I don't know. I think like it's kind of nice. Like again, when I get the fuck up to like do something, I can still talk to whoever like with my wireless setup. It's like that's pretty nice though.
It is.
And I mean, there's a lot of as far as like gaming goes, there's a lot of gaming streamers and YouTubers that only use their fucking headset mic. And it might be also one of those things like, get a fucking mod mic wireless situation instead where it's like better quality than what I have, but it's not like I can't get up and move around.
Right. Yeah.
So, just such a heavy foot. Dumb. I don't know how you, like, just your knees don't hurt and your ankles don't hurt just stomping around.
Just used to it.
Like, I just, like, I mean, you hear me when I walk around in here, it's like I'm not loud by any means.
Yeah, he just
Just a sneaky fat guy, it's fine.
just the difference between knowing how to like roll off your feet and just walk around like your feet are just flat.
Right.
It's just a preference, man. It's a lifestyle, actually.
I just don't want to have, like, more problems than, like, I'm already gonna have in the future.
I used to be really bad at dragging my feet.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just ruin the shoes.
Well, it was more just like annoying if you're like walking next to somebody who constantly drags their feet. It's like, dude, pick up your fucking feet. It's like it's when I got rid of that habit when I worked in Loveland. That was one of the things. The boss's son. It was one of the things that actually worked. He'd always give me shit for it. It's like, pick up your feet, dude. I'm an idiot. And eventually, I just stopped dragging my feet.
Oh, yeah, are we on
What's up, dude?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need any work?
What?
Work?
No.
Okay. I was just gonna, I knew like, we're kind of in there for a little bit. I was just gonna see if you needed something to
Well, I'm good.
plow a weekend out there.
Thanks, man.
Nah, I don't want to go work in the snow. I'll go play in the snow,
I don't
but
work with him.
that's just one of those moments where you don't have to do anything. You just, like, shovel and plow.
Don't want to do it?
Yep. Not really the jam at all.
Like plowing a parking lot at a shop's kind of fun every now and then, but on that level, no. I don't want to do anything tomorrow. We might go play in the snow. Cause I hope it snows a lot. I want a fucking storm. Cause like it's been fun playing with Dorothy when we get like 3 or 4 inches of snow, but 2.5 feet.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Fucking awesome. We can put her in the snow and only see her from the fucking like chest.
You
bone
just go,
up.
what?
Yep. Later, dude.
Well, that's actually like when sledding and stuff like it becomes like a lot more fun because you can actually like set up like cool shit and.
So it was kind of fun when there was like 3 or 4 inches, and we had just like a little. Right now, all we have is a little like the little circular dish sleds.
Oh, those are super fun with a lot of snow. I've always wanted to bring one of those to like a ski resort and go down.
Well,
Sounds like the lot since management is wanting me on call all weekend.
Yeah, I mean we're supposed to get a bunch, but wonton. But I mean, we'll see. It's also Fort Collins when we're supposed to get a lot of snow. We rarely get a lot of snow.
well, so I've been watching the weather, and the time the snow is supposed to start keeps getting pushed back.
Yeah, the storm's moving a lot slower than they thought it was, which actually.
It just moved back again. It was 7 earlier. It was midnight. Then it was 2. Now it's 3.
Right, we're not supposed to get a whole lot. It's supposed to be like we're supposed to get like a lot is like 1 in the afternoon.
1 o'clock, and then through Sunday, it's supposed to dump like crazy.
But again, it's Fort Collins, so we may get
Who
fuck
knows?
all
Yeah. Fort Collins is supposed to get
the blunt of it,
blunt
but
of it, but we'll see. They're not
Again,
right most
it's-
of the time. It's
it's
hard to judge.
right. Well, and it's only prediction models and things like that. It's just percentages, and like again, we live in this little bowl of like good weather.
Mm-hmm.
So like even like when we get like 6 inches, that's when everybody else gets fucking 2 feet.
Right. So the last time we had a storm was in 03. That was about 2 feet.
Well, we had one that was pretty hefty. Like 2 years ago during the snow, like that polar vortex that we had a couple years ago
Oh yeah.
in March. That one was pretty hefty. It wasn't too bad here. It got
Bomb cyclones.
yeah, it got really hefty down in like Denver and stuff. Oh, that's fine. But there was one like we got like 1.5 feet, 2 feet in like 2014, I think 2015, something like that. We got quite a bit of snow because me and Scotty D were out in the Brodozer and he was fucking snowboarding behind it.
Gotcha.
So,
But I also remembered that I'm pretty sure those river tubes would be fucking dope.
except for the mesh bottom.
Shouldn't matter too much.
I mean, I guess it depends how fluffy it is too. If it's really fluffy, then it won't work great. But
Right, yeah. It depends if it's gonna be like a heavy wet snow, like just that fluffy powder.
yeah, I
It'll
mean,
depend.
we always got the fucking airbeds too.
Yeah.
That'd be
It's
really
funny
fun.
when it was like just 3 or 4 inches. One of the last times it snowed, we just in the little place we're at. There's like small hills, not a lot, but perfect for like her first time like sledding.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd carry it up and get on it, and I just push her down. And at the point where she'd come up without the sled, so like okay, so I just laid her down and just slid her down the hill. She just like not moving, like head first, so it wouldn't like go upper jacket. And she just doesn't move and just stays like this the whole time. Just slides to the bottom, just has this big old smile on her face. It's the whole time, but like not moving. And then just sits there and blinks as like snow's just hitting her in the face, just chilling. Like, you can get up now and come back. She's like, okay. And gets up and just, it was fun. If we could go somewhere bigger and put her in a tube, that'd be cool.
Just fucking yeet down the hill.
Or then I could also get a tube. Because like the dish thing, not for big boys. I got on it and it works. But the tube would be a lot more comfortable.
Right. It's just one of those. You just see the big saucers.
Right.
Yeah, I've always wanted to take a big saucer to like ski resort and go down that bitch. It would just be you. It would be so fucking fast.
Like I wish like they have the tubing hills and stuff. I wish they were bigger.
Yeah.
Like on your ski resort, reserve like when you take the fucking gondola to the top, have a dope ass tube hill that runs from the top back around the mountain and all the way to the bottom. I would sit in a tube for like 20, 30, 40 minutes.
Dude,
just cruising.
I just want to put on a regular fucking like a blue or maybe a black diamond, but like a blue for sure. Or it's still like,
yeah, still
so like-
fun. You get speed.
well, you would just mob like on like a freshly like graded scenario.
Oh yeah.
You would just
Well, if it's only for tubes, it's never gonna get carved up. It's just gonna keep getting faster.
well on a tube situation, it doesn't matter if it's getting carved up. To be honest.
Well, right, but since this isn't, and it's just gonna get smoother and faster as the day progresses and the season progresses, that'd be so much fun.
It would be
You're mobbing down the fucking mountain on tubes, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like you'd be
They have to have
mobbing.
like giant banks when there's turns because you're just sailing.
Yeah, it would.
Think about how fun that would fucking be.
It'd be super fun. It's like a
You're
fucking.
going like 60 miles an hour on a tube down a fucking mountain.
Well, and that's the reason why like you
Even
don't
if
see
they
people doing
just
it.
had a straight one, just straight down, and had a big ramp at the end where you could slow down, like a truck runoff, but steeper. And it's just straight as fast
like
as you can fucking go.
Like Water World where they have like the one that goes like a V. It's like a big ass V.
Yeah.
Where like that kind of situation on the snow because it would just you could just mob, and it would just be. I mean the problem is that you just have people running into one another like so.
I just thought about that.
Yeah.
If you did go up the hill and as you're coming down, this other guy's coming in hot, that's gonna suck.
Yeah. I mean, again,
Dude, imagine like those water rides where there's like 8 of you inside the tube. Do that on the snow. Put that thing on a
oh my god,
fucking...
it'd be so fucking fun.
Dude, that'd be great.
It'd be so dangerous.
The same exact thing. So 8 people, like a big rubber tube, but you're in like a plastic chair strapped in.
Well, have you seen like when
that
they do
thing's
like,
just float. You're just like, imagine just like you're in the backcountry, just snowshoeing or whatever old
and
people
you
do.
just see this
And
giant.
this tube just like fucking zip through the trees right next to you. Just hear 8 people just screaming their head off.
Have you seen like when they do like kayaks on fucking snow?
Yeah.
That shit's fucking wild as it is, and I would also do that. That'd be
That'd
so
be a lot
fucking
of fun.
fun.
I love the snow.
Just get on the
Playing
fucking
in it.
skate park, fucking launch that shit. Oh my god. Your back would hurt like crazy, but it would be so fun.
Take the tubes through the terrain park.
Skirt.
You're in a tube on the half pipe just doing work. If you like accurately do it to where you're like getting air on the half pipe.
Yeah, you just have like your like oar where you can like kind of steer it. Like, that's your carve point where you can like.
Right. Yeah.
It'd be fucking hilariously fun, but it would be.
That's what we need. We need a new innovation for a third option for going down a snow-covered mountain. You can snowboard, you can ski, whatever this tube contraption is, you can do that too.
The tube would be. I've always wanted to, because you just, especially like on those like warmer like spring days where like it gets like super icy where you can't dig in.
Or it's just slick.
Yeah.
Or even like imagine a giant fucking hamster ball. Later.
Oh, that would be fucking amazing.
I mean, you could do it without snow, but it'd still be fun.
Yeah. It would just have to be a big one, because when you did fucking run into a tree, it's gonna be like, flubbing!
That's what you need to do on the fast course, because if two people hit each other, you're fine. Kind of.
Yeah, whiplash. You're just gonna like wear like a fucking Hans device in that bitch. Because like.
Or it could be like a big ball you're just kind of strapped into. You throw up. Never mind, that's a bad idea. But I also want those things from Jurassic Park to eventually be a thing. The giant like gyro balls. Did you ever see Jurassic World?
No, I don't think so.
So part of the way they get around the park, when they're, cause like in the old movie, they get in the Jeep and drive around.
Right.
So part of the Jurassic World one is like these giant glass balls that you get in and like run on gyros and motors. So you roll around, but it's completely encased in this ball, and you just roll. And then you can get like up to dinosaurs. It's bulletproof, but if that was like a thing in real life, it'd be so much fun.
Oh yeah, it'd be great. I thought about like, I mean, even down the river, I thought about bringing the danger balls and just kind of being like fucktards in a fucking danger ball situation.
You could just, you put one over your top, and then you lay down, and someone puts one on your bottom, and you're just in this like blow up log.
Yeah.
Just floating down the fucking river. That'd be kind of funny.
It'd be fun.
That was so much fun when we went. It would have been nice if the water was a little higher.
Right. I mean, with it where it was at, it was kind of nice because like we could just kind of like there was very few, areas that we like really had to like walk around, but it would have been really fun with.
Yeah, but there was times that you and I were dragging pretty fucking hard.
Yeah.
And like another 3 inches would have been perfect because it's still low, so you get that fun whitewash sections. We had some fun fucking ones. It was hilarious. But then it was too high, it's just boring and calm.
Right.
So there's that perfect happy medium.
There is.
But
it's really
like
fun.
3 more inches would have been great.
I was really surprised about how fun the fucking blow-up mattress was.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Like, because again, like you got like this low area, you just spread out across it like super easy, and otherwise you're just chilling. I had my shirt on it, like just not even like giving a fuck, and just sandals were just chilling on it. Like it was pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, I like the tube because I get to. Being stuck to the cooler is kind of fun.
Right, because it creates like something to do like a little bit.
Well, it can also create like kind of crazy situation where there's a rock and the cooler's on one side and you're on the other. You gotta figure that shit out.
Yeah, it's like a little adventure scenario. It always is fun. I mean, I have fun like even the low side I have fun with. Like even through Fort Collins is pretty fun.
Yeah, tubing is just fun.
Yeah, we definitely need to do that a lot more next summer. Like as soon as like it's available.
Yeah,
because
it'd be a lot of fun.
It was super fun. I miss like the river situation. I'm kind of bummed they like ruined my fucking swimming hole. With the fucking like kayak park or water, whatever the fuck they want to call that. There's just people standing in it all the time. But there's one where like you can go all the way to Greeley on the river, which would be like way too long of a day because it would be like it's a long fucking. I mean, we're only going like. What do we go like that time? 4 miles in like 3 hours?
Something like that, yeah.
I mean, you could go to Greeley, but it's like 40 miles.
It's a long day.
It's 2 days.
Yeah. Which would be cool.
Like, you just, like, find your camp spot, like, halfway.
Non-stop. It's got a bunch of beer and a bunch of bang.
I'd get bored for, like, 30 hours on a fucking river.
That'd be a lot.
Yeah, that'd be...
Well, like, if you're gonna stop and camp, you gotta find a way to bring all that shit with you. It's
No,
just on
you-
the mattress.
Yeah.
Just a pile of camping shit just secured to the mattress. It's a water trailer. That's all it is.
Yeah,
Just have your tube tied to the mattress. It's just carrying everybody's shit. That'd be so funny.
Well, you just get another mattress that has all the shit on it and then tie it to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're
That'd be
good to
great.
go until you fucking rip it, and then you're like, now I'm fucked. Or you just set up like fucking, you just find your shit, because like, you know, like in Windsor, there's like, you know, like parking spots and stuff like there. You just find like where you need to get off, and then you go hop off.
There's like a super nice day where it's like 70 degrees at night. You just fucking drop anchor. You just sit there in the water in your tube, just taking a nap. Yeah, we're all on mattresses. Just drop anchor.
Means fair.
It's like a giant waterbed.
And then you wake up fucking the next morning, you're in fucking Fort Morgan.
Yeah, that's why I said you gotta drop anchor.
Yeah, and then it just like rips out, and then you're like
Sure, it's
screwed. You just don't even know because you're just
wake
past
up
the
covered
fucking...
in like mosquitoes and bugs and all fucked up.
That is a problem too of like camping next to the river.
Yeah,
It's just
bugs.
the bugs. Because there is that like perfect time where it works out pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it'd be rough in a couple spots for sure.
That's like when it's super high and just calm. There's so many more bugs. It's aggressive.
I mean, that's always an issue, just anyways. Just the bugs.
Bugs. Bugs are a problem.
I mean, it wasn't too bad when we went, like, you know, the high side. Like, we really didn't have that many, like, bug issues.
No?
Like, we went again, well, like, the next week. And then, like, I think it was, like, me, Aves, Katie, and Kristen. And apparently those girls are, like, super afraid of fucking spiders. So they see, like, a fucking spider web and they freak the fuck out. Yeah, there was, like, an instance where, like, I've never seen anybody move so fast on fucking top of an air mattress on the fucking water. Which is not even a thing anyways. But like, just fucking like, man, I was like, hey, what are you scared? Like, they're like 30 feet away. Stop. Screaming like.
On the other hand, walking through a spider web, it's pretty up there on shitty things to happen to you.
I mean, no.
I'm not talking like a single strand like stuck in your mouth. I'm talking like a spider web. A big one.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have those problems here that much.
Happens a lot in Hawaii.
Yeah.
It'd be like a spider that puts a giant like web between two fucking trees. You walk into it and you almost get stuck. It's just fucking gross and you don't know where the spider is. There's some big fucking ugly spiders out there.
I'm sure there is, again, like, because, you know, the climate just pulls to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, you're not looking at cold climate unless you're on the top of the fucking mountaintops.
Yeah, that was that time. It was maybe, I think it was like 30, maybe 35 degrees when we did that sunrise thing. 'Cause it was like 5 in the morning. That's funny, because like we're there in like hoodies or whatever. Like locals and shit are bundled up like crazy in like snow gear. For them, that's freezing cold.
Well, there's a lot more humidity there, too, so it is colder even at 35
Yeah,
degrees.
you get that ocean cold.
Yeah. That was something like I learned very late in life. Because, like, you know, I haven't, like, my parents didn't really travel a whole lot, that kind of stuff. So, like, I was never, like, in cold, like, areas where, like, the humidity's high. And, like, when I was in Maine in 2014, like, you know, here I wear a hoodie until it's, like, 5 degrees outside. And I'm like, whatever. Hoodie's fine. Don't give a shit. There, 35, I was like, this is bullshit. What the fuck is this garbage? I was so fucking cold that I was like, it's 35 degrees. This is like my normal atmosphere. And it was fat as fuck then too. So like, should not have been an issue. I was like, it's just so much colder with the fucking humidity.
Mm.
I don't get it. I mean, I know why, but
It was like, I think like a month ago, one of the last snows we had, I went out to check the mail. I was just like shorts and flip-flops and a tank top. It was like still snow on the sidewalks. I was like, this actually kind of feels nice. It was like 15 degrees outside. It's like, this actually is kind of refreshing.
right. It's kind of weird, again, like the sun, too, when the sun's out in those days.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're like, yeah, this is okay.
You get the sun, but it's cold around you.
It's weird.
It's like sticking your leg out of your blanket at night. Mm.
I have an issue, like, when I sleep, that, like, I have to have a blanket to go to sleep, but not when I am sleeping.
Mm.
So, like, when I lived in Buckingham, and the house, you know, in the winter was just miserable.
Yeah.
It was,
I can imagine.
it was fucking horrible. But, one night I had woken up at, like, you know, it was like 3 or 4 in the morning. I'm like, I'm, like, dying cold. Like, what the fuck? It was like 42 degrees in my fucking room,
Jesus.
and I was not under the blanket. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like I had like hypothermia in my house. And I was
That's
like,
rough.
bullshit. But yeah, because I don't like sleeping with a blanket once I'm asleep. I'm like, eh.
I just
I
have
don't
that
know,
control. I usually have like a full leg out or something.
Well, there's actually like scientific reasons why that's like a thing. So like your feet temperature dictates like your like typical like body temperature, because it's like your body like it knows that it's the farthest point away from like your brain and shit and like all the heat. Mm-hmm. So it knows that it's the farthest point. So like it uses that as like your temperature, like where you should be. So if you have 1 foot out and 1 foot in, it puts it in the middle. So that's why like you're typically more comfortable at that moment in time.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense. It does. Sarah says she's on her way like 20 minutes ago.
Jesus Christ, woman. My God.
People and doing their stuff.
I want another
Never
sandwich.
heard from Bailey, so
What a butthole, dude.
it's all good.
I want another sandwich.
How are you guys?
I'm good. I'm beat from the week, but so is Trav.
I'm beat, dude.
A bit late for her.
It's his.
It's all right. Go with some sloppy Joe.
Yeah.
How are you, Lily? How was your week? How was your shit? We need to hop into some Minecraft and like go find some fortresses or something, so I can learn, because I've never been to a fortress yet. No clue. No fucking clue.
I'm dead.
DED dead. Yeah, well, that'll be Eric after tomorrow during the snow.
Yes, Minecraft. All this upcoming week.
Yeah, let's play. I got time. Hit me up. Because, again, like, I haven't really done, like, other than, like, building, which I guess is what you're supposed to fucking do in that game, I haven't really done a lot of the, like, the cool shit. I beat the Ender Dragon. I really should edit that video up. But, I haven't been to a fortress yet. I haven't done all that shit, so we should do that this week. That's a big boy.
I'm a big goodie.
It's like you see like on the front of Canes, like the Manwich.
I'm free all week
Yeah.
from everything, so I can come visit in person too.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, come see me.
Free? You're so free.
So free. I'm You just should have just put it on the plate with a spoon and just ate it with a spoon. It's like just dip your bread in it, like just tear pieces of the fucking bottom and just dip it through. Mm-hmm. So you took the whole week off at work too, Lily? That's pretty dope. Kind of jealous, even though it wasn't that long ago since I took a week off too. So I'm just tired of working. I want to be independently wealthy. I need to figure that out. Because working sucks. Giant dick. People that enjoy working will suck it. Stupid. I have better things to do.
Yep.
Yeah. Just much better things to do. I mean, I like making money and having stuff, don't get me wrong, but
It's kind of a necessity.
oh, well, yeah. I mean,
Unless you move somewhere where money doesn't exist.
I mean, it's like the idea of communism.
The best.
I mean, utopia sounds great, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just have everything you need. Don't have to do a whole bunch of shit. Just the basics.
Mm-hmm.
We just need, we just need all this AI to work out in the next like 20 years, and then all of our children can have it that way. Maybe it won't be, but
Nope.
it'd be great. Get the Wall-E fat guy like scenario, where just like you're in a wheelchair all the time. Great. A flying wheelchair.
It would suck.
It would suck.
I'm that fucking fat. Ugh.
Where you can't walk. Have you seen the clips from that TLC show? Like was it like the My 500 or 600 pound life or whatever?
600, yeah.
Those two ladies are fucking hilarious.
They're Bedneck sisters?
Yeah, and they don't even know that they're funny. They just are that
They're
way.
just being genuine.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Like.
When they started talking shit to each other about how fat the other one is.
It's one of the
They're
best.
both fucking huge. But you're sitting here just like.
You don't know what it's like to be my size. Like, you're right, I don't. You're fucking 3 of me, and I'm 240 pounds.
Oh, it would suck, dude.
The amount of food you have to eat to sustain that is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if I've told this story probably on the podcast before, but like, I had, a few years back, I was doing a triathlon. It was one of like the first ones I did. And I didn't really prepare that well for it. And I finished, but like, it was hard and rough. But the run part, this fucking big girl passed me. I'm struggling. And I'm like, how the fuck is this big girl passing me right now?
Was she rolling?
No, but she might have been faster that way because she was a big girl.
A little bulbous.
But I'm thinking about like the rest of the run. I'm like, I'm struggling this run. I'm not like doing that well. Probably drank too much the night before. I don't fucking know. But I'm like, all I can think about is like, regardless of physical like chemical imbalances and that kind of shit, like 'cause that does happen, but you don't get big that way. You just you're overweight, but you don't get fucking huge. And even if you are, you have to sustain that. So this girl is killing on this run. She's doing pretty well. I'm just wondering how much food she is intaking to
Some
be.
homies.
What's up, Tyler?
Hey, man.
To be that big.
You snowed in yet?
No.
I mean, are you snowed in yet? You live basically across town.
Also true.
But like, to keep that body weight that way, the amount of
That's a
food
lot.
intake is crazy. Like, I just couldn't believe it. So much food. That sounds like a Sarah.
I'm east of 20
This
miles.
bitch.
Totally different planet.
Totally different planet. Not really, but...
A little bit. It's
I brought you something!
What did you bring me?
A newspaper. that was sitting in the drive sidewalk. Why you got a Toyota in the thing in your driveway?
That's Avery's.
Oh,
I'm selling it if anybody wants it.
That was garbage. Absolute garbage.
is it garbage?
No, that's the way
Throw.
my throw was
Oh,
trash.
yeah.
I mean,
Hi.
the
Hi, I'm
Toyota.
Jerry.
Dick, Travis,
Nice to meet
Jared?
you. I'm
Nice to
Jerry.
meet you, man.
Nice to meet you. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Good?
Yeah.
Not too shabby?
I mean,
They did have Bud Light. I never had Bud Light. I didn't know you had Bud Light.
It's been there for a
yeah,
while.
it's been there.
You guys Bud Light.
There's booze, beer, stuff. There's whiskey, tequila, whatever. It's all available.
Isn't that beer that you were doing the blood orange? Is
Yeah.
it real sour?
No, that one's not sour at all.
You guys have a restroom down here?
Yeah, it's right there.
Left.
Yep.
Where?
Second door.
Right there?
Nope.
Oh, this one?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, perfect.
No need to yell. You're inside now.
I know. I had a couple beers and then I have this like volume and accent complex.
Accent complex.
How do you explain it? Like, how would you explain it?
I don't
It's more of a
really.
disease than a
And you guys
complex.
are
You
bad.
can somewhat just kind of
Get over?
Yeah.
Like a 3-year-old, it's like, I'm awesome. Right?
Right.
Fuck off, you're
you'll
3.
grow out of that a little bit. Yours is more of a serious condition.
I need to go talk to somebody about it.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
like that one.
I don't get it at all. Just again, like you were not like you were there for like 11 months.
I know. I don't either, and then I remember a lot, and then I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
You guys are going to be murdering each other over the last 120 calorie beer later or something.
Nah,
What?
there's plenty of beer over there.
Yeah.
Who needs beer?
Coors Light
Is
or
Tyler
whatever.
so? Is he snowed in yet?
No.
No,
He's.
he lives between you and I. Like,
Oh,
like it'd be different if he still
so
lived.
he's on Harmony in like in a 3rd-story apartment, so it doesn't apply.
They have a house, but yeah, it's close. It's close to there.
All
He's-
right, so you're a princess
Right
in
by
Timon.
Costco.
Perfect.
Right by Costco.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he's just talking shit for sure. Maybe if you still lived in Stout, we might have that problem. But
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. Where's Bailey? Did she leave already?
she didn't.
She never showed up.
No.
Fucking ghosted us, dude.
Oh well.
Whatever.
Being ghosted is the worst.
Story of my goddamn life, but
Story of your life?
yeah,
Well,
it's the story of my life.
his buddy just had his birthday, and so it was like random. Like, okay, we're gonna go.
Dude, he told me last minute, he's like, hey.
And we were out
it's
the
like,
door
it's like 8
on our way
o'clock.
here.
He's like, hey, today's my birthday. You want to come to the bar? Like, it's right down the street. And I was like, really, dude?
That's
You
all
just
right.
told me just now?
It's no biggie.
No. So I was
Do the
like,
thing,
alright,
yeah,
we're gonna
no,
do
it
that, and we're gonna.
Yeah, it was all good. Yeah, I just
My old
I-
new deck. Yeah, fuck it. It's not your problem anymore. It's not your problem anymore. Did you build it yourself, Tyler?
Yes.
What kind of
I doubt
craftsman?
it.
I mean, okay, so he's a software engineer, right? Like, what craftsmanship can he do with a deck?
I don't know what you
Me
can do.
either. Please
I
rebut.
mean, we bonded over working at computers, so that's all I got.
All the post holes by hand.
Next, he's the one I borrowed the nail gun from. I was trying to
And you used
steal
your
all
own
that shit.
spit to mix the cement, didn't you?
That's a lot of spit.
I know.
That's aggressive.
I was,
These are these
you
barrels
talking
full of
this and they
spit.
message you or what?
So the podcast is all new. So yes. So we record. So the camera's over here.
Okay.
Lights. So you can see us over here on that side.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
computer.
gotcha. So
Yep.
what did I see?
And then
And
this
then they
is the
message
chat.
you on this? This is a
Yeah.
chat?
Yep. So you can see. Hi, Eric. You can see Facebook, Twitch, all that. I should have wore your shirt, Eric. I'll show you. Like I got a shirt with Eric's face on it.
And a bent steel rod with a 5-gallon Home Depot bucket to mix the cement. Thanks.
Fuck that shit. People do these things so difficult.
Yeah,
I would
no
just
thanks.
I'm paying somebody else to do cement. No way, no how.
It ain't that bad.
Oh man. I remember my family. So the house
Yeah.
I grew up in.
It's not that bad.
Fuck cement. You were...
Dude, cement sucks.
Yeah, it's
I hate
terrible.
cement.
It's fucking horrible.
Not that
Yeah.
bad.
Carrying buckets of it, mixing it.
I'm
no
not
matter
doing
what,
it.
Doing the water, mixing it sucks.
I'm a fucking web developer now. I don't do that shit no more.
It's super easy. What are you talking about?
It's not when you're doing a lot of cement. It's not super easy. You know, like a sidewalk.
Fuck
It
that.
takes-
Yeah.
I was just saying that, dude, it takes a lot.
I'm talking about like a fence.
Yeah. Again, I'm not 34 foot. Oh, gross. No, thank you.
Fucking nerd, dude.
Yeah, I'm just not on board with the concrete scenario.
Oh man.
We had a guy that lived with us for a long time that did concrete, and he was always just fucking miserable.
Were you burying bodies or?
I mean, the deepest I go now is working in my own cars, so.
Chill, dude.
What?
It's aggressive.
Jeez, like what is your problem? Are you okay?
No.
Did you have a hard week?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
It was shit.
What do you need? Are you okay? What can I do for you?
Good.
Here, cheers.
Anyways, 1200 SQ would wrap around your brain deck with all
Anyways.
lights.
He's just on the fucking.
So no parties.
Tyler, smoke another bowl, okay?
Yeah, chill, bro.
Smoke another bowl, and then you can come over to
Well,
my
stir-
house for the leg over the summer, and then all that stuff. You're kicking nap. I've got cots and packing plays. It's fine.
Fucking hate concrete.
Whatever.
Well, sorry to say it. Who the hell likes concrete? Concrete sucks a dick, period.
Yeah, it's fucking miserable to fucking deal with.
Started smoking yet? Just going now.
Oh, well, get to stepping.
Like Sterling should be in bed by now. I mean, it's fucking 10:30.
I know.
I think so.
So I remembered, okay, so Michaela asked me to come over on the 20th, and I texted her, and I was like, I think
All day.
I have something going on, but I don't know. It's true, I do have something going on. But I don't know how long. I have a crab boil that I'm supposed to go to, but I don't know
I
how.
like driving and working on cement, not
If I
making.
can make it, I will make it. But if I cannot, I will not.
That's usually how it works.
That's really how it works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the conflict.
If I can make it, I'll be there. But if I can't, I can't be there. Thanks for clearing that up.
This is a fact. This is factual information about time and travel.
That's how you should just RSVP to any event from now on. If I can make it, I'll be there. But if I can't, I probably won't be there.
Guaranteed. Okay. So when I get married someday, I hope you guys respond that way. like 10 years down the line, like you're like, if I can make it, I'll be there.
If I can make it, I'll be there. But if not,
I don't think that's how you operate in reality.
No. That's probably not it. No.
I know a few people that would stab me if I didn't make it to their wedding at some point. So
You know what? I would be very happy if y'all made it. Which I'm sure that y'all will. So I'm not
Right.
sad.
not a fan.
that was like
So you're
his fucking wedding.
on the podcast and that's it.
Yeah. About it.
This reminds me of your wedding when like you had like all the family stop coming. They weren't gonna come, and then you invited us, and then it was
Last fucking
like, yeah, it was like literally like I already had like tickets to go to California and shit. Like we were like going to run a Spartan race, and I was all, no, I cannot do this.
On Twitch.
Oh man.
Yeah,
And you showed up.
no, I could not.
Oh, gee.
I invited them all last minute because we had family bail. Shocker.
Oh.
This is why you don't invite your family to your wedding. You invite your friends. Fuck your
Yeah.
family.
I
Where's my
like
family?
when I think about when I think about when I first got married. I won't do that part again. But what I will
Mistakes were made.
say,
Mistakes were made.
I will say that I won't have Taco Bell, and I will say that I'll have a party, and that's what will happen.
That's
the
fair.
whole all the other stuff, like I might just do a vacation instead, and then like the party is the thing.
Right. Yeah. I don't really understand the have a very expensive wedding situation.
No, I would, like. Do you know how cool it would be to elope and have like a killer like drone like video, and then just like start the party with some sick music and like.
Oh, like cake stands with the drone? So they're doing cake stands with the drone?
Okay.
That'd be dope.
So I went to
Just
a
like
wedding.
Cake stands, like,
And the
chug,
bride.
chug, chug, chug.
Oh
That'd
my
be
gosh!
awesome. I'd
This
totally do
bride had this incredibly embroidered like tight dress, and she did 4 cake stands that night. like groomsmen, like just like very, very methodically like tilting her to not break her dress.
That was
so she could do her cake stand.
at Poncelo's wedding. His wife just went and got like into something else out of the dress when they got married.
See, I've always thought that it'd be cool to have
We were-
2 dresses, like a reception dress and a wedding dress, because then I could dance. Like I like
Right.
no fucking way. Oh my god.
I mean, again, like wedding dresses in general is like, to me, is also just a fucking dumb idea.
Really?
It's a lot of money for something you're gonna wear one fucking time.
I spent
But you can sell that kind of shit to women.
100%.
They love it.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
no way.
Yeah.
Like,
Completely.
the suit I have, I bought, and I wear it for plenty of other things.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
first wedding I went to was a pirate ex-Viking wedding for some friends who were super into rent fairs.
Oh, come on.
That's
that sounds
fair.
like friggin' Breslin.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
That'd be so fun. Oh, man. That'd be so fun. I've never been to a bad wedding. I've been to bad funerals.
Well,
Bad
I mean,
people.
that's.
I mean,
Bad funerals.
so I mean, you've also been to good funerals?
I've been good old freaking
Yes.
Rolling Rock.
We buy all sorts of random ass shit for this podcast
And
and
just drink it.
Dude, that's crazy. I haven't had a Rolling Rock since I was in like fucking high school, man. We used to buy a Rolling Rock
I
by
drank
kegs.
last week. Like I was super tired, and like you guys had left. I drank. I was just fucking going to town.
Were you really?
That's why half of it's gone.
That's why I was like, shit, what happened?
That was literally last Friday when I was all fucking super tired. Like I remember what Kate was talking about, but I didn't really care that much, to be perfectly honest. I was like,
Well, we were talking. It was her and me.
well, after you guys had left.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
like, cause I got like all high and then was like on 2 hours of sleep. So I was just sitting here like,
We're not sorry.
No.
I was just like sitting here like, I don't care. And it was just one of those moments where I was like, I know what you're saying and like I want to like help you with the
Tyler.
situation, but I just did not care.
Tyler, what's your deal? Guys. He said 4 guys. He's got something important to say, apparently.
Or he's just doing 4 guys.
Clearly.
I'm all out of resin and the shops are all closed.
Poor planning, dipshit.
Oh, no, hey, no weed for you, bro. Can't get some smoke?
You're about to be all nice, too.
I'm like, how can I fix this? I can't fix this at all for you. Oh no, you have
Oh,
to
you
smoke
smoke
flower.
flower. You can't get wax? You probably do dabs, huh? You do
Yeah,
dabs.
that's what he
He's a dabber.
does, yeah.
Is it dab lab?
He's
You
a
got dab
dab.
lab?
He's a dab and dab for sure.
Just like my brother's the same way. My brother's like, he does dabs.
Like crazy.
If he smokes flower, he's like, I can't even get high off flower. I have to do dabs to get high.
I got to that point.
Yeah, that's what
I
my
used
brother
to
is.
smoke a lot.
Every time we go to work, he runs a freaking loader. And he's like, oh, hey, Jeremy, go out to the truck for me. I'm like, oh, why? He's like, oh, I'm going to go to my dab lab. I'm like, your dab lab? He takes his to his work, so he has a case. He opens it up.
It's all glass.
Yeah, it's all glass and shit, and he has his torch and shit. That he uses, it's called his dab lab.
Oh mercy.
I like flower, but the Turks get blown out by the smoke.
That's what she said.
Tyler, it's ridiculous.
God.
Vapes are okay though.
Oh man. Yeah. No.
These mics are pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, we were having problems with them earlier, but they're just cheap bullshit, is all they really are, so.
Where'd you
Amazon.
get it? Where'd you get them? I don't know.
It's
That's,
Amazon.
that's cool, dude.
Yeah, I think each mic with the arm was like $30.
I was checking out your computer set. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, the computer stuff's expensive. That's.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I mean, if I could have. I can't buy a graphics card right now because they're like unavailable with the line. Just the
You run
graphics card.
Microsoft,
Huh?
Microsoft.
Yeah, it's Windows. The graphics card alone that I want is $800.
Damn, dude.
So like it's got like a $500 CPU in it. It's got, I mean the main board is like $300.
Do you want to? You could sell my Mac and contribute that to what you're doing.
Sorry. Flower Biggs.
I mean,
I don't smoke
you
at
probably
the
need it
local
worse than I do
lounge
for your stuff for the kids and stuff.
So
So
being poor and all, you probably need it more. That's what you
Dude,
just
I-
fucking said.
that's what I'm
no,
saying.
I just said she needed it
Computer
more.
software though. I'm a
Thank
Mac
you.
guy.
I'm
Thank you.
broken and
I've
proud.
seen your scars from donating plasma, so I think you probably should take them
I
on
was
yourself.
just saying that your
Being
kids
that
need
you're
it
a
more than
child
I
care,
need
you're
it. That's all
probably
I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Okay, deal. All right. Okay, fine. I'll take the money.
Good.
I'll use it for summer stuff. I'll buy T-ball equipment. You come help me teach T-ball.
Sure.
Deal. Okay, done.
Being that you're practically a teacher, we know you're broke, so
Yeah.
you need.
Beings that we know that you wipe asses for a living, and they can't
You're
even.
a
That's all I was saying. I was saying like.
Oh,
He's,
CNN?
he's making fun of me.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
like,
He's making fun of me.
No.
You wipe asses for a
No,
living?
no, I do. I'm
Okay,
gonna.
you're a CNA or what?
I wipe mine for a living. Technically.
Do some of the
I don't even wipe my own ass because I have a fucking bidet.
Oh, shit.
Which is fine.
He's like, damn. Yeah, damn.
You know what's
Oh,
crazy?
I love it.
It's I probably saved the same amount in the last because I haven't had it for a year now. I probably saved that amount of money in toilet paper that I spent on it because it was only like $80.
Okay.
Yeah, so like it was not a
I was
flex.
curious.
I was
Okay,
just saying, I
wait.
don't
So
wipe
what's
my-
your water bill?
I don't pay for any of the utilities here.
You
so-
don't-
Oh,
You don't even wipe after the bidet. You just like
No, I just air dry it. Just let it sit for a while.
Oh.
just sit there.
He just
spread
sits there and
cheeks for,
scrolls
like,
through
20 minutes.
Facebook for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I just air dry. You know. How big? I'll blow on it if I need to.
Hold up.
I'll lift up and blow.
Are there bidets that will also dry
Yes.
off your? That's fucking great.
I think the one upstairs does.
Do a little squirt of water and then a little.
I
Just
think the one upstairs
Yeah, I think
dries
it's,
my
I
asshole
think it's
for
gonna
me.
dry her.
makes a big old noise.
No. If it has a vibration feature,
She didn't
that's
catch
different.
that one.
Don't lie. There's no vibration feature.
Be cleaner.
So it has like the the one upstairs is like a lot more expensive than the one I have. The one that's kind of used upstairs. That one.
Does Scotty actually use it?
Well, he had the extension cord in there last week because it doesn't have a fucking cord on it.
So last week he used it.
Yeah, I don't know how else he cleans his asshole,
They
but
also have two
He probably
spots,
doesn't.
one for B-holes and one for bag.
Yeah.
B-holes and one for vag. Thank you. Yes, because she has one.
there is one.
Oh, she's got one. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Wash that brown eye out. Give your brown eye some freaking eye drops.
Is what? They're so awesome.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I remember.
Kenny doesn't even know he's discussing in the middle with
My
Eric.
favorite is, did I miss? Not like you fuckers walking around with shit on your seat.
Oh.
On your ass cheek.
Shit on your seat.
Oh my god.
I mean, like I said, the bidet was totally fucking worth it just on the monetary side, let alone fucking.
I'm not gonna lie, it would be really nice for my preschoolers. Because I.
And it doubles as a shower.
That would be. I think that the preschoolers would have a problem with it.
They would because their
honestly.
asses can't scoot far back enough.
Right,
It's
it
just
would-
shower
For
in
them,
the
it's
back of
just a
their
high pressure
head.
drinking fountain.
They got its filtered water. They got hashtag Colorado.
Yeah, that would be a rough scenario for sure. You'd have a lot of messes to clean up for sure. With the preschoolers.
I already cleaned up enough. Did I tell you about the time I got
Hey, you know
handed a
what?
turd?
I came over to
You
her
guys
house.
handed a
Hey,
turd.
I had
listen
a
to this shit. I came to her house today, right? I walk in the door. She's got gloves on. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm digging a turd out of the toilet. I'm like, what? Literally, I'm digging a turd out of the toilet because
yes.
the toilet was clogged. So she comes out of the bathroom with her hands like this with gloves on
Yeah.
and goes to the kitchen to throw it in the trash. I'm sitting like,
Yeah.
I know what that is.
Yeah.
She had a
Yeah.
big old giant turd in her hand. And threw it in the trash.
No, I had turned on my gloves. Okay, so
Does your toilet not work? 'Cause that's
no.
supposed to
No. So it does work. It works really well. But I have a student who
work. Just don't poop in it.
Shit.
I have a
It's
student-
a big turd. Just
I have a
say
student who
it.
struggles to poop.
Big turd.
and it's
Okay.
like it's a psychological kind of thing.
Your
And
shit's bricks.
like the size of my forearm. Hard. Like it's a
For a
hard
little
turd
kid, dude, that's
the
horrible.
size of my forearm.
That's aggressive.
It's not okay. It's not okay. So,
It's right on.
you know, we can talk more about it later. But we can talk more about it later if you guys really want to know.
It's good content. So.
But it's honestly, so like he shows up and I in order for any of those turds to go down the toilet, like I have to break it down.
She just snaps one day and it's like, no, not again, you fucker. I shit outside.
You probably just throw it in the sink, you know, garbage disposal.
No, fuck that! My dish is going there! Oh my god!
Yeah, stop
Right.
I'm
that.
making diamonds in that asshole. Shut the fuck up. Probably. Like, this is in Africa, okay, Tyler? These are no blood diamonds, okay?
Yeah, if he had the bidet on while he was shitting, he would just cut his turd in half like a laser.
Oh, Marcy, that helped that child's asshole so much. That poor kid. It's like, I cry. Like, I cry.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's horrible. I feel horrible about it. And so, yeah. So, I, gloves. I'm like, hey, don't use my shitter. Like, I gotta fix my shitter. Sorry.
Outside.
You and me outside.
It's very, like, yeah, I mean, that's,
Ugh.
Some dry neighbor.
it's gonna be fucking, that's so hard for, like, to
You
teach
know-
a preschooler how to, like, you need to routinely shit.
So, there's,
It's already hard, but, like, when they know what they need to do, but they don't, like
psychologically.
doing it.
Like you can turn psychologically, kids who go through a lot of trauma will turn their brain receptors off.
Mm-hmm.
Your bowel movements and all that is all you can control. So if I can control only that, I'm gonna. And that's how some kids work.
Yeah.
And you just have to love them through it.
Right. It's like, you know, it's already one of those, it's hard to make them, like,
It's already
Do
a
it-
hard turd.
like, it's,
Let alone, let alone the actual pushing.
I don't think we need to be feeding preschoolers coffee. That sounds miserable.
No, but you bet your ass I feed those kids probiotic yogurt.
Fair.
Oh my god, yeah.
Take class on poop habits when I was getting foster qualified.
Isn't it? It's real though. It's true. Like it's true. Like
Yeah.
you do. Like it's like a 15-hour accredited course on like what kids do.
Yeah.
And how shit happens, literally.
Yeah, I mean,
Or does it?
It's
Or
already
does it?
hard for, like, you know, to get them, like, when they're potty trained and that kind of stuff. But when they're like fucking like, nuh-uh, not
And they're
doing
going
that.
through, like, and for a kid to be like, nuh-uh, they're going through something
Yeah, there's a lot of.
that they're not talking about.
Level course.
And when a kid doesn't talk about what's going on,
Well,
That's a
see,
big
that,
deal.
like, it's like child abuse
Agreed.
or something else that's going on in their life that they didn't want to talk about. That's,
Yep.
that's the sad part.
and they're little, so they oftentimes can't.
Right.
So it's like, you just roll with it. So what I did is I bought her breakfast, I took her shopping all day, and I bought her an Elsa doll, and I said, if you poop, you can have her. If you can't, she goes back to the store. I gotta poop that. I gotta poop today.
I mean-
I gotta poop. I got poop
That's
today.
what I got when I got over. Some gloves with the turd in the toilet.
That's pretty.
Thank you, Tyler. Thank you. I cry more than most teachers probably.
I still remember when Dorothy went to the potty
No, go
and
buy a
started-
bigger toy, like a vacation or a new gun.
No, it's funny when Dorothy
A new
first started.
toilet.
When you did buy a vacation.
Vacation.
When Dorothy was first starting to get potty trained,
Yeah.
and her and Michaela were at Target just doing some shopping,
Uh huh.
and she had to go,
Uh huh.
so she pulled a potty off the shelf
Yeah.
and went.
Brought it. Yep.
So now we have two potties.
There you go. You do what you have to fucking do.
And like, Michaela didn't like empty it or do anything, saw like the packaging around it. So she's going to check out, and she's like, "Be careful,
I was
Don't
it's
tip
got
that.
pee in it." So they just scanned it and kept on going.
A Moana doll.
And it's one of those things that like you can't really be mad at them.
You can't. So the whole time I'm just telling her, I'm like, you're safe, and I love you. And even if you can't, like, I'm here. Like, you're.
But I don't love you anymore. But I'm here.
Well, and then like sometimes I'm like, oh man, like I'll be like, listen, I'm gonna close this door. I'm gonna go take a break. I'll come back. Cause I need a minute. Cause you're going crazy. It's tough. It's traumatic. It's hard. Clearly. Oh man, I'm so glad I don't have a problem with poop.
Miss Dorothy's thing right now is getting better at pulling down her own pants.
Isn't that great?
Because like it's another thing you can't really get mad at when they go to the bathroom. They do everything they're supposed to do, but they forgot to pull down their pants.
Oh my god. Oh, I know. I got another kiddo who's potty training. And when she comes to school, I'll throw her in panties like right away. Like you're a big kid. You're at school. We're in panties. That's what we do. And she did so good, and she made it into the bathroom. She told me she had to go. She made it to the bathroom, and she had an accident on the step stool as she's like trying to sit down. Girl still got a prize that day. She definitely got a prize that day. She got 2 because she did the right thing. Teaching infant through 5 is tough. Absolutely. Because you also get a lot of parents who don't parent. And so you're teaching them
That's the best way to do it.
not only, pawn it off as soon as you can. Parents are why I drink.
That's funny because kids are why I drink.
Same. That too.
What kind of hookah is that?
What I make it, or the kind of
The
hookah?
actual
What
hookah.
kind? What kind did we put in there?
That one is mint and kiwi.
Ooh yeah.
We'll see. I've been having some troubles with the last.
He sucks at making bowls.
It's
He
it's
sucks
true.
at making
It's
balls.
true. And the thing is that you have to remember that it's not the parents. It's the kids that you're there for. Parents will drive you crazy. Absolutely crazy. That was a bag here. It was in your shirt.
It's probably your hair.
No, it was
Is it
long.
Addie
It was
hair?
short and blonde.
It's Addie's hair.
It was Addie. Yep. It is true.
The ones paying.
You know what? You don't pay me enough. You don't pay me enough. You don't pay me enough.
I mean, that's just generally the hard part about like any of those kind of things. Is parents. I mean, as long as they're trying their best, they usually like I'm okay with it. But like,
Yeah.
the big problem is that most parents just like think they fucking know everything, and then they just don't take any kind of outside influence at all. So it's their way or the highway, and that's
Yep.
what like when they like parents that get like so fucking frustrated they're just fucking yelling at their kids and shit like that is because they're not open to like learning how to do new shit
Right, or
and
the
change
kids
it up.
actually being like a human and like doing their thing. You know,
Right.
I don't blame her for why she quit.
Is mic out? Is mic
You
work?
don't have to. No, it works just fine, just where it's at.
No, put it right here.
You can, but you don't have to. It picks up so much that you don't have to. But you can. It's fancy.
That's fancy.
Travis is always right on this show in arguments.
Have you noticed the way that his posture is? Have you noticed?
I think
his
Travis has
tone?
learned that we just kind
And
of
his
bicker back and
chair.
forth. It's fine.
Everything you noticed? Yes.
What?
Your seat, your arm on hip. You just know everything. Your posture.
Yep.
Yep.
So you guys always smoke hookah together back in the day?
That's how Dick and I became friends, because I worked at the hookah bar. And
The
he's
hookah
already-
bar. That's right. Tell me the hookah bar.
This is my first time.
First rodeo for everything. He's new.
So where'd you grow up at then?
Here, I was born in Sturgis, South Dakota, of all places.
Oh, really?
That's where I was born, and I lived there until I was like 5, and then I've been here for, holy shit, it's been 30 fucking years now. Holy fuck.
Oh shit!
30 fucking
Dick.
years, huh? You're 34? 35?
35, yeah.
Just had his birthday. So when I was telling you about the comedy show that we went to, that was for their birthday, because Travis, his wife, and Dick all have a birthday within 5 days of each other.
Damn, that's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been here for a very long time. I remember this fucking town when you couldn't go to a grocery store on a Sunday. So,
Yeah.
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 Yep.
All the blue laws.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only carryover is fucking you can't buy cars on Sundays. That's the only
I
carryover.
remember you couldn't buy liquor on, like...
Well, I
beer
mean,
on
that's
Sundays.
within that's
There are liquor stores that
Last 2
close on
years,
Sundays.
3 years?
it's been longer than that for liquor stores.
Oh, liquor stores. Yeah. But I was thinking of like Walmart. Being able to
Right.
buy beer at grocery stores.
So yeah, but I remember when we could start buying liquor on Sundays, and that was like I think that was like 2011
3?
or 12. It was like
Really?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, it would have been like right around the time frame that you turned 21.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you couldn't, and so like I had been 21, for 4 or 5 years at the point. Yeah,
Same.
whatever, guy. You don't remember a time frame of that at all.
Same. He's.
No, it's
that's
crazy
how
though. At least we can say though, like when we were 18, we could buy cigarettes.
24?
Now everybody has to be 21.
So Damon, his friend, just turned 24. So Travis is 24. Damon just turned 24.
Travis, you're a
Right.
fucking
He's
clown.
24?
Yeah,
No,
Travis is
he's-
24.
You're 24?
Yeah.
You're shitting me.
No. Do I not look 24?
This is so
Fuck
dumb.
no.
How old do I look? Or
Dad,
young do I look?
married, all that stuff, yes.
You're 24? For reals?
I'm married and have a 2-year-old, yeah.
Is he jacking with me?
He's 27 for one.
I was like, what the
He does have a wife and a kid.
I was like, there's no fucking way.
I do have a
dude.
wife and a
I
two-year-old.
could be.
Yeah.
But
No.
here's the thing: is how different is
Fuck.
24 to 27? It's only 3 years.
Well,
So
there's
it's not
But
much different.
There's still
but
that
in man
difference,
years,
though. There's
okay,
still
but
that
in man
difference.
years, it's 3 months. Like,
It's
there's
a
no difference. There's no fucking difference.
No, there's a big
He's
difference.
like, he's 24.
What?
I'm like,
What
no, I
Your
don't
car
know.
insurance goes down.
Okay, yeah. Like,
Dude, my car is, yeah.
$25 difference. Pardon me. Excuse me.
My car insurance is $500 a fucking month, dude.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I got myself a Dewey a couple years ago, so.
Mm.
We have an SR22.
Been there.
You had a Dewey too? DUI?
I got lucky.
You got
It
lucky?
was, what was the word?
DWI?
It was, yeah, but it was also deferred.
Oh, you got lucky. I didn't.
So they could have hit me with a straight up DUI, but they took it down to a deferred DWAI. And then after, was it 2 years? Just when we had to be on probation and stuff, but it's fine. It sucks. That was when we met. It was like right when I got in trouble.
Alright, you got in trouble?
It was like right when we first started like being friends. Like, cause I had, like he was, we have mutual friends, and so like I knew him, like I had met him a couple times prior to that, but it wasn't like until like right then that like they all started like hanging
I
out.
was just a DD for a while. Whatever.
That's good.
Yeah, he
That,
did. He
just sitting at Tony's drinking Red Bull.
I love Tony's. We were just talking.
Dude, we were talking about. I went to Tony's not long ago.
We were just
Remember
talking.
the pizzas they have there? They give you pizza slices. Do you want to order them? Like later on in the night. I have not.
They're Euros.
I have
really
yet to
good.
go to the rooftop though. The rooftop pretty cool.
yeah, the rooftop was the jam.
No.
It's really
Oh.
cool.
When I went in,
Man.
they had the rooftop closed because of the COVID shit.
Yeah, to be the, yeah.
Okay.
It's
They had it closed. I couldn't go up there.
and stuff gets back to normal like that place on 10 o'clock at 10 o'clock
Oh my gosh, back
when all
in the
the
day.
when all the
I want to
culture
go up there. We
folks.
should go when it
We'll go.
opens.
Yeah. We'll go.
Well, Laramie County is actually fucking full blue now, so like everything's open all
Really?
the way. Yeah.
Let's go. We never Tony's reunion. Let's go,
Dude, I'm
Charlie.
well.
Come on, Charlie.
No.
Come on, Charlie.
No.
Baseball's all around. Don't call Charlie.
No.
He
Charlie.
won't last long these days, anyways. So.
No, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
We're
no.
gonna go out next weekend.
Let me see that thing.
Sharpie's
It's our
coming?
anniversary.
Yeah, Sharpie should be here next Friday.
Cool.
Yeah. So he was worried about the snow because he was gonna drive his father-in-law's car up here this weekend, anyways.
Uh-huh.
But then he's like, I don't know about the snow, and now it's pushed farther. I'm like, well, we're kind of fucked.
Yeah. All right.
But he should be here next week.
Cool. 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 Well, I'll be here next weekend.
Dude, that's good. That tastes great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he should be here next week, and then the weekend after, my barber should be here actually. So
I'm not gonna be here.
that's fine. We'll just-
Mira's. Okay.
Sucks for you.
You're fucking telling me. We've been talking about this for
So we're in
what, 9
Texas?
months? You
So
tell
we're
that
in
barber.
Texas?
Yeah, that's what I'm in Texas. So,
I have to go pick her up from the airport.
Yeah,
I
he's-
actually work at the airport right now. Heavy equipment,
Nice.
Mira's
building
moving.
it.
Right.
Mira's moving, and I'm driving her and her dogs down to Texas.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna let like a cute little 22-year-old drive to Texas all by her lonesome.
Are you flying back?
Yeah, she'll fly. Dude, the flight back was $27.
It's just cheap right now.
So cheap! Oh my god! So we're driving. We're leaving Thursday night. I'll be back Saturday afternoon, so we can go out and do anything we want
Okay.
after I get back. So.
I mean, I'm super available, as you know. So
Congratulations, received 100 messages today.
some days that shit comes real quick. Today, we didn't get anything for the first other than Dan.
It's really slow, yeah.
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 For the
Is
first
that still on?
I don't think so, but he hasn't said anything in a while.
Fair.
But on the birthday podcast, that shit was fucking going ape shit.
We were having so much fun. It was a good time.
I had to stop the stream because nobody was. It was just so much
There was
noise.
so much shit going on. Too many conversations at once.
How long are we doing podcast for then?
We decide not to.
Yeah. It'll go. So we'll start. Dick will start anytime between 7 and 8:30.
No, I'm saying how long have you been doing it?
Just over a year.
Over a
about
year?
about a year and 2 months.
That's awesome, man.
So still trying to figure out how to make it hit the algorithm, that kind of stuff. But we'll get there. I'm not worried about it. It's funny enough. I had a couple people listen to the one last week that texted me
Cream
fucking
savers?
cream savers. That
Did
shit
they
was.
just text you cream savers? Hashtag cream savers?
So
Can we make that go viral?
yeah, I was talking to
God.
I was talking to Evan on Tuesday night,
Oh my god.
and he's like, "Yeah, I didn't get a chance because he worked a whole bunch last week." So I was like,
How's he doing?
"Good, just busy,
Yeah.
doing all the turbos."
I haven't heard from him in a long time, so I was wondering.
Yeah, I mean, I really have. I mean, he's just
Did
been.
you see his Facebook story today with the giant turbo wheels?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he sends me all those pictures anyways.
Evan is like, if you think of a lumberjack, if you think of
That's slightly homosexual.
Paul, no, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you think of
Be enough to not partake, but play the role.
yes, as in any operating dude in a dude group, when the gay card is played and you guys have to play gay in order you can pretend that you're not gay. Isn't that how it works? I don't have a penis. I don't know how this works. I don't know how you guys play the gay game. Who's gayer than who? I don't know this game.
Well, C-Dubs wins.
Every time.
Well,
We all know
the
that.
actual gay dude wins the game.
Well, 100%. 100%.
There was a point where I was runner-up. We all had
Well, you are the one that measured everyone's dick at a contest party, so that's your thing.
For science.
Not even.
Out of context, it just
What?
sounds weird.
Where is this science written down? You and every other pedophile. Okay, so.
Wow. Wow.
All of my specimens are of age. It's just the consent where I hit
No,
it.
the joke for a long time with Travis is we didn't know when he was going to come out. That was the joke. For
I might
a
be
long
gay.
time.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
That he was the first one to have a kid.
I had to throw you off my scent.
Now I'm gonna be a pastor.
Oh, so he is gay.
Not true. Oh man. Oh man, that's funny. Do you want more of this? No? No?
Frick.
It'll come out.
There you go.
I didn't even reach for it. You just pulled for it twice. Gotta be quicker than that. I was not even trying.
Obviously.
Ooh.
Right. But
Evan, okay.
so
yeah.
so I was like, you need to listen to last week's episode. So he definitely messaged me today and he was like, what the fuck?
So last week's episode.
We've had some good ones. Last week is on that list of good ones.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was.
the whole Creamsaver thing was.
I honestly think the best one that we had was the one with Eric in January. One was the best fucking one. That one,
I know she is.
dude. That one was
That's
just.
so fucking funny.
Eric, you
So,
know what a vagina
Eric-
is, right? I know she's got one.
Eric is Dick's little brother.
Which is funny because he's only 2 years older than I am. He's
So
a fucking
okay,
grown
wait,
ass
so,
man.
So grown ass man. How do you explain? How do you describe your brother?
So I struggle with this. Eric's watching right now, so like, Eric.
Honor him.
So Eric.
Pillow pants level stuff.
Eric is a very intelligent person,
Very.
but he also is like,
Sheltered.
yeah, sheltered, but like, I don't know how because he's lived with me his entire life. And he's a little odd, and he doesn't give a shit what anybody else thinks at all.
Love that. Love that.
So like, again, he's sheltered in ways that like I don't understand because he grew up in an auto shop the way that I did. All this stuff where it's like, I don't know how to explain my own fucking brother because he's so weird. And like, not like in a bad way. Like we're like, what the fuck, dude? It's like you're interested because he's so weird.
He's basically
Sounds like me,
comedian,
Mom.
but he's mechanic.
Almost every mechanic could be a fucking comedian.
Hasn't realized it yet.
Oh God.
No, and like you put it in front of people, like it's the funniest shit ever. Just because, like, again, there's no fucks at all. Like forever and ever, like he's you know they've been you know he says like he's on the spectrum and this kind of shit, but like I don't think so. Just because of the way that he interacts with shit sometimes, where it's like perfectly like good, he just does not care, and he just never has cared. And I think that's where like maybe a little bit of Asperger's kind of scenario.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so like maybe a little bit of that situation, but like
You know that Simpsons episode where
Is that Hookah and Mike?
entertainment?
well, it is right then.
Nope.
When the boy no.
Did you ever watch the pandemic special that South Park did?
The
That came out
podcast
this
is
week, I
like that
thought.
sometimes.
No, the
Fucking brother.
the vaccination one comes out this week. The pandemic was the
No,
first one.
I
in South
haven't
Park.
again. I haven't watched shit.
I kind of like. I don't watch a lot of South Park, but I kind of watch the pandemic ones. Then this new one that's coming out. It's a full hour special, just like the
So
pandemic
you
one
get on
was.
Black Ops? Like, no, it's like 11 o'clock already.
It's early, man.
I mean, I typically play games.
And you
until,
guys
like,
play. you
During
play
the
all
week,
time.
we usually cut it around midnight.
Yeah, usually about week on
Depends. When we get into zombies and just look up, it's 3 o'clock.
You play Warzone? You guys like Warzone?
yeah.
I love Warzone.
Yeah, I do okay.
Warzone and zombies and Minecraft and GTA and
Just whatever game. Honestly.
I've granted all out of 5.
fucking Pummel Party
Yeah.
and
What about Red Dead Redemption 2? You ever play
I
that?
didn't like it.
What? Why? Dude, that game was dope.
he's not.
How'd you not like
He's
it?
not a big sandbox open world kind of guy.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's,
Red Dead Redemption is like, dude, that was like the best game ever.
so on GTA 5, like I actually never played the storyline. I only played online. And I'm not like a single player kind of like
He doesn't
gamer
like
at
the
all.
campaigns and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, like,
dude,
I
you
can.
could play online with posses. Like if we got online, we get our horses, we go rob banks and shit together. That game's
Yeah, it just takes forever to get anywhere in that game. Like I have it on
It's
Xbox.
like GTA. Just
dope. That
country.
game is so sick though.
That's really cool that you
Even
would
though
play and
their
he'd be
layout
sleeping
though,
on you. That's
their
really
layout
cool.
though, like on that game though, is like
No, there's a lot to
even-
do. Just,
Even the graphics is beautiful. That was a beautiful game.
I'm sure you did.
By
Right.
far.
Tyler, my niece absolutely loves. So her dad, my brother-in-law, is a big gamer. Like he's very checked out in a lot of ways.
See, he even said Red Dead Redemption 2. Gold.
Yes, yeah. You
Badass
love hunting
game.
kids on that game. Definitely Hello Creepy.
That game
yeah,
is
yeah, for sure.
dope.
But my niece, they have a broken controller, just so that she can
They can be
pretend
part
to,
of it, yeah.
Yeah, so she can pretend to play. So she's 3 years old, And she loves, like, when Dad's, like, hanging out doing his thing, she'll, like, crawl in his lap and she'll, like, hold the controller. And he's, like, on his computer. She's in her panties. Like, all, like sprawled out. She's in her panties, laying on her daddy. She's 3 years old. And he's gaming, on his computer in front of her. He's, like, 6'1", like, he's huge. And then she's, like, 3 years old in his lap. She's gaming, he's gaming, everyone's gaming. It's a family affair.
Fuck this bullshit.
Fuck this bullshit.
Tyler!
You're having
These
problems
are some
there,
serious first world problems.
bud. Right. Super
I don't-
first world.
I don't know how you're going to recover. This is very difficult.
He's not. It's over.
It's over. No, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. You get a straw, Shug. You get a straw, and you use that straw to kind of like suck
Yeah,
up
I'm
in
just
the
gonna blow it out with
carpet.
some liquor. Alright, what kind of liquor you got? Tequila? Whiskey? What?
Soju?
Sake?
I just want to get rid of the soju. Just gonna throw it away.
Gin, because it's
Finish.
a
Fucking
bitch.
gross. I hate it.
What?
That soju that we
Soju.
have, it's gross.
That water bottle you got up there?
That soju. Yeah.
Soju. You ever tried soju? You
No, thank you.
should try it.
Nope.
Good soju is good. That's not good soju.
No, thank you. Oh, turn that. Can you turn that?
Kirkland, dude.
I do not like it.
God, I didn't know Kirkland sold whiskey.
We shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
I'm not.
No, Kirkland sells?
They shouldn't.
Hey, that's Costco. Costco
I know.
sells
I
Kirkland.
know. Kirkland
Not a
whiskey.
fan. I'm not a fan of their shit, to be honest. Charlie loves it because he loves Costco, but
Charlie's Charlie.
Hey, I like Costco
Right.
better than freaking Sam's.
It's just
Sam's is fucking Walmart.
well, yeah, it's literally the same company.
Bruh.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Bruh.
I was watching Theo Vaughn earlier, so I was like, brah,
Bruh.
brah.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is like with booze, it's like
face.
a couple more dollars.
Yeah.
You're Sandy.
I'm really good at that face.
Kissing a woman in your lap is a beautiful idea. See it right about here, and you start fumbling around like a lip rapist.
It's such a good fucking.
It's such a good little.
Such a good
Watch
joke.
that again. Can we
Sure.
watch that?
Definitely, it's so fucking good.
So good. Oh
That's the
my
one that
God.
made me like Theo Vaughn. I didn't know about him at all. I mean, until then.
Oh, I watched him by myself. He's pretty. He showed up on Netflix, and I was like, "Oh, he's a comedian."
I
I'll
don't.
watch this.
I don't even like his Netflix special. I think it's
So
garbage.
I
think it's bad.
watching his other one, yes. Comparatively, yes.
Yeah,
First experience, great.
fair. That's a fair.
First-
that's a fair
first-
assessment
first,
right there.
Yep. And I think the thing is that you can tell that he's funny.
Right.
And that's what I enjoyed about the first one. But watching everything else since then, he's much funnier.
Right. Once he got sober, he became way funnier.
Oh yes,
Way
and
funnier.
I have that same thing.
No.
No,
I don't think it,
All right,
I don't think
all
it
right,
changes that
all
much.
right. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, I started watching The Crew.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking
The
funny.
Crew. Are you talking about with Bert?
Paul Blart.
Paul? What?
No, The Crew is with
James?
Kevin James.
Oh.
His new Netflix show where he runs a pit crew. It's really fucking funny.
Yeah, it's a
Like a
fictional.
pit crew for like NASCAR?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No. No. Real? Oh.
it's funny. The
Uh,
driver's
Is it a
like
I've
movie
heard-
or like a
It's
show?
show.
this series on Netflix, and the driver's like this dipshit millennial kid, and then it's funny.
Okay,
There's some pretty good
cool. I like that.
characters in it.
Like the show with Bert that I want to watch was his actual like he had one called The Cabin, I think.
That one, the funniest shit.
Where
I
he
never
was
The
watched it.
Cabin.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the one
They
with
had all
Bert.
his friends up in
And
the
I don't have
cabin.
Netflix currently, but I want to watch that show because like it's got a bunch of like the best comedians
The
on
best.
it. Like Nikki Glazer's on there, Bobby Lee's on it, like all
I fell
sorts of shit.
asleep. I
Bobby
watched
Lee
maybe
is
2
so
episodes,
funny.
but I fell asleep.
I love the podcast with what is it? Bobby Lee and it was like Bad Best Friends or something like
Bad
that.
Friends from Andrew Santino.
Yeah, so so fucking.
That
funny,
one's
dude.
one of the few that I watch. So that one, Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino's bad friends, and then Two Bears One Cave with Bert and Tom.
I didn't even know who Santino was until Dave came out.
Villain?
Because he's like the roommate or whatever.
Right.
Tyler, are you saying that your Costco card is your parents' card? It's older than you are?
Yep.
Is that what you're saying?
It's either that or he's a time traveler, either one.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure he has a
probably the
little
latter.
DeLorean. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have.
That was totally fictional. You're so stupid.
so fucking dumb.
Just let me get some of that Agent Orange, okay?
That joke's never gonna die.
I hope
Ever,
not.
Ever,
I
ever.
hope not. I hope not.
It's never
I
gonna
hope
die.
that one of my wedding gifts is some Fast Orange. Like, please.
No,
I'm just
it's
gonna
be
white
Agent
label it
Orange.
with Agent Orange.
your whole wall is painted with napalm.
That's my gift. Be very careful with that.
It will explode and you will die.
If you got a really bad stain, clean it up instantly.
Just don't put it in your.
You'll have to replace it, but it will be gone.
Right.
You know.
The whole everything.
That
will be
was that joke's never gonna die.
gone.
Ever, ever.
God, I wish I had some Agent Orange in my shower. Fucking.
Oh God, I was so pretty.
I need to
bad.
remember which
I
episode
could-
that's on so I can clip
It's
that. To be
like-
honest,
Please.
I found
Please.
out.
it's been like 6 months. So.
I'm
was
pretty
a while
sure
ago.
it's summer. We were on the patio. No, we were
No, we
here.
were down
We
here.
were
And-
here.
and it
We
was
were
so-
here. September.
Yeah, so September, October.
October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is still 6 months ago now when you think about it, which is crazy.
It's been a while. That was so funny. That was so fucking funny.
That was so fucking. And you guys were so nice. Like when I finished my sentence, you're like, "Okay, wait." Okay, so.
It's not exactly
So
where you're
you're-
going with this
Yeah,
one.
I know where you were trying to say, but
You mean Fast Orange?
but you're dumb.
Oh, you're pretty.
Did you just get those highlights done? Because they look great.
It's just one of those ones again. Like there's just jokes that just last forever.
Yeah.
This is gonna be one of them. So.
Oh God.
Yep. That. She's got one. That's not gonna ever fucking
God,
die.
it's so good.
The strip
My-
club.
my
Eric's
brother
strip
just
club
says
story will
so much
constantly
shit,
come
like-
up.
Love it.
He just says some of the funniest shit. He doesn't even know it's funny. That's like the
I'm
best
just
part
gonna
about
start
it.
keeping his shirt in my car
When we were
with
like,
anticipation that he's gonna be here. So I can
You
be like all dressed up, hair all done, and then I and you're like, "Hey, Eric, no, I'm just gonna throw on my shirt." I'd be like,
we should get a horse costume.
or I should come in with a cowboy hat and one of them riding horses. Like,
So did we ever tell you like when we had those shirts when we did the run with them?
no.
So the reason we had those shirts is we did the polar plunge in those shirts, and there was like
That was their team name.
Horse Hunters was the
Horse
team
Hunters.
name. So there was
That was the
like
shirt they were all wearing.
there was like 10 of us wearing that shirt, and Amanda had a stick horse.
Yes, I love your sister.
Yeah, so she's running around this fucking race with a stick horse with my brother's face on it. And it's the whole crew, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
That's on my wish list. Is to get a bunch of stick horses.
Discount shirts.
When do you want them?
I've been trying to figure out my merch situation here, but I've been so busy that like I haven't really had time to like.
Yeah,
think
let him
about
finish
I
the
can put a-
intro first.
I can put a vinyl Lana shirt for you.
By the
What?
time you get that done,
I
I'm
can
gonna
put
put
a
words
heat
to that
transfer
fucking
on there.
thing.
For you.
Yeah, I was just gonna have somebody make them.
Yeah.
So, cause like, I know a few people. Plus, like, that's like my stepmom does all the shirts for the shop.
Well, fucking tell.
So, but she's not so good at it. So, but my normal person, obviously, I don't know if she's back at work yet. So
She's not.
Yeah.
She's not.
Yeah, I don't think
She's
it's
not.
ever gonna happen. But
Yep. Okay.
Just silk
Call the
screen
people.
Eric sitting on a giant dogger like it's a couch.
That'll work. No, won't. No.
It's not a good.
well, I want logo shirts for sure because I like the logo a lot.
Sticker. Yes, I love your logo. Who did your logo?
So. Kate did.
Kate did.
Yeah.
Jared, do you want this? No.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it. Jeez. Okay. Yep. Not
It's
as
all
easy
good.
as it looks, is it?
Well, if it slides right out, you just put it right back in there.
But yeah, that's I
Sometimes.
got lots
No,
of
every
ideas
time.
for merch search and stuff. But you're not wrong. I do need to finish the fucking logo. Or the
intro.
intro. I need to fucking.
I've
finish
thought
that.
about having, like, paying somebody to redo my logo.
Well, Lily's supposed to be doing my gaming one.
Mm-hmm.
So when she finishes that situation up, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Just because like I like it, it just needs to be higher res, and
Mm-hmm.
so like once that
Everything's perfect, dude. Fuck you. That's like, mine's not bad either, but I made them all on a phone. On a free
Right.
editing app.
So like once she like gets around to mine, like hopefully she can like do it a little bit here. I mean the other person that can do logos is Kyle, but
Yeah, fuck that.
And hookah.
what? Why fuck that?
Because I'd like it sooner than 2 years from now. He saw every time we talk, he's like, "Hey man, when are you gonna come lay down some shit?" It's like, I don't know, because every time we talk about it, that's as far as we get to the conversation.
Yeah, we don't talk to you for like fucking 2 months. I haven't actually talked to him in a little while. It's been a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Maybe I should call him.
Call who?
My friend Kyle. I mean, yeah, I haven't.
You have to schedule something right then and get it on the calendar.
Right, that's the problem with Kyle too. Is like making sure that he actually follows through with the situation. That's more the problem. Is like making sure that he like actually comes through.
Right.
So, I don't know, but he can draw pretty good. He can do some pretty cool shit.
Did you tell Tyler?
Just have to get that on his list.
Right. I mean, the thing is, like, this dude can't be that fucking busy. Like, they sold the fucking family business,
Right.
so there's no fucking Schrader Oil Company no more. So, like, I don't know, like,
Shame.
his, like, scenario. But, again, I haven't talked to him in fucking, like...
It's been a while.
I don't even do much with Kyle, but I follow him on Facebook.
So you're essentially best friends.
Clearly.
With Kyle, kinda.
Yeah.
So, I mean, shit, I haven't even seen him, like, post on fucking, like, Instagram in a while, so...
Is he dead?
No, he just does Kyle things.
Yep.
Fair.
Yeah, that'll be fun when I have that
I follow
office.
the face of the planet.
Hmm?
I follow the face of the planet.
And
Frequently.
he likes to talk to me about snowboarding and biking for 3 hours at Nick's LAN parties.
Right, that's why we don't play games at Nick's LAN parties. We just fucking drink and
I
don't give a shit.
snowboard or bike.
I don't do either of these things, but he still talks to me about it.
Kyle has the problem where he gets inebriated. He just like doesn't shut the fuck up either.
Yep.
He has that problem.
He's like my dad.
Probably.
They might end up Indian leg wrestling.
That actually doesn't sound that different from Kyle either. Kyle had a bad habit. It's like, so he lived next to our friend Nick, and that's how I know him. And he would just like walk into his house fucking randomly, just all fucking hammered or whatever. Like, he's one of the he means the fucking best. Like,
Yeah.
he's like one of those
Yeah.
kids. Like, it's so like solid dude. Like when you get him on his shit. But then other times you're just like, fucking shut up, dude. Stop bitching about nothing.
He just bitches?
Sometimes.
Ah.
Sometimes.
That's hard.
He just,
like,
again, whatever it is he just sticks with that. And it's just constant.
Yeah. Gosh. I mean, I struggle with friends that all they do is bitch. I struggle with that. Because then I have a hard time with not like, you want to fucking bitch? Like, you want
Right.
to play the bitch card? Like, let's play cards. I'm not good at poker, but I know the cards I've had to play. Like, I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, the problem with the people that I have, like, the bitch, I tend to have, like, the fixing mentality where I just
Yeah,
fix the problem.
same.
So
Yeah.
it's like, at some point, it's
or like
it's just-
Captain Positivity. You're like, well.
Yeah. I'm not much of a fucking
Positive
like,
person?
Okay, well that's me.
Yeah, like, you're way more positive than I am. Like, I had something like a couple months ago, like be like, yeah, like I miss like fucking like hanging out, like just like your positivity. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm
Well,
like
you
very
are.
realist.
Wrong number, bro.
So the thing about you, Dick, is that you wouldn't say that you're positive, but you are not one to give up any level of hope of any sort.
Right.
So you might not be preaching positivity, but you don't preach like the world's ending.
You're a saint on the inside.
You're good old Peter.
I mean, again, he's saying I'm very positive. Apparently, I am, but
Not to me.
oh, shut the fuck up. I tend to again. There is like the fucking the mode of hope, like where it's like it'll be okay, it'll be all right. Those
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
scenarios, like
Yep.
don't worry about the situation.
It's the bad things.
No. Not Dick. Nope. Nope.
That's
Nope.
definitely not
no,
true.
No, because Dick will be like, listen, bitch, you're gonna get fucked, okay? And then it's gonna get better. Maybe. Like if you stop. No.
That's what she said.
But in a super
Well,
good way.
no,
So like,
probably not. Not probably not.
That's actually
Probably
a
not.
perfect situation.
It is true. But then I think about all the she's, and she's probably gonna get fucked. It's probably not gonna get better. She'll probably like finish off herself. Like, it doesn't get better. Like if the motherfucker's gonna replace the fucking batteries, it doesn't get better.
Did you put the batteries back?
The battery's back.
Fucking hecklers, man.
so yeah.
Oh shit.
There was the one time you and Mikkel were trying to talk to one another. I wanted to tell you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you should have. I get it.
Because they make you believe you're real.
So like he's not wrong. I am definitely an optimistic realist.
Yes,
Like
you are.
that's like
That's a
totally where
Yeah.
I
He gets your
live.
hopes up, and then he just
Crushes
sneaks
the
that reality in there. It's like, yeah, but you know.
So you can do great if you quit
Realistic
doing
optimism.
blow.
Okay. I
You
mean,
didn't really
it's-
give it
I think you need to rephrase that. I think it's an optimistic realist.
that's where I think that I am.
I think it's an optimistic realist.
So like I'm a
I
realist.
think
Like,
you'd be good at whatever you want to do, but statistically, you're just garbage. So.
That's it. That's it.
so like I mean I can see it both ways. Like because it kind of depends on the day too, where it's like sometimes it's like more optimist, sometimes it's more realistic, like those kind of situations. But yeah, I mean you guys can see me differently. I don't really care. But yeah, it's just one of those like it's one of those scenarios. Like again, like I try to be like fucking like it'll be okay, it'll get better, those kind of things. Because again, like I've dealt with fucking bullshit, and it's like it always fucking pops out. But at the same time, it's like just realizing what like
I think he's a realistic optimist.
it's opposite of what we're talking. But it's
Okay.
and again, it's just kind of like one side of the coin. It's not like the smartest dumb guy, or the dumbest smart guy kind of situation. It's like those are like polar opposites where you're both. Where these ones are like, I'm just like I sway depending on which way
It's
it
like
is.
the most okay guy.
The most okay guy.
The most okay.
Yeah.
But
yeah, in that tone, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
when
just
you
one-
say it like okay,
Yeah, I did
the
do
way
that
that
part right,
no, it's his delivery. Yeah. There you go.
I'm good at delivering, so.
So is Avery. What a weird flex on a first date. Just so
Wait.
you know, I'm really good at delivering.
Wait, okay. Tell me
Tell you what.
the story.
There is no story. It would be a
That's
flex.
just Avery. Is it because that's what you
What?
said? That's Avery.
No.
No, when he says you're delivering, I said so is Avery because he's a mailman
Pessimist
now.
sounds miserable.
Oh
Did you not know that?
no, I
He
didn't.
delivered my mail the other day.
Did he?
He told me when we were in the chat, he's like, I delivered your mail today. I was like, oh, yeah? He's like, yeah, you had a lot of junk mail. I was like, yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah, that's all I get.
Yeah, he started being a mailman like beginning of the year.
He's loving it.
I'm guessing so.
I mean, you
I
listen to
haven't heard-
music and like put mail in a box and get paid
Yeah,
great money.
I mean, it's better than sitting in front of.
It's not as much money as he was making, but the
Sure.
job is less demanding unlike his past jobs, so you can
Yep.
actually kind of enjoy life a little more.
Yep, and then he can do what he wants to do.
Well, and right now, like before he's at the time before he has a route, so he's a
Yeah.
sub. So in that time frame, you're not unionized, so that's why he makes less money. So once he gets a route, then he'll be unionized, then he'll make roughly the same that he was making prior.
Good.
Right now, he just helps people with their routes when they take off time or whatever.
Good for him. I just want all of our friends to be happy.
Right.
I just want everyone to be happy.
Your
Like,
mom was staying at your house and had me a $10 tip when I dropped off one of their packages thinking I was the delivery driver. LOL.
Okay, who's tipping
What?
the delivery driver for fucking?
What?
Is it like packages or is it like
listen,
food?
I want that route.
It's kind of dope.
Yeah. Cool either way. Yeah, I thought about becoming the mailman situation a few years back when I was
Yep.
like, because I thought of it like working like the post office, like the way that I work with the post office, like
Yeah.
working on their trucks and shit, and I was like, I don't know if I want to deal with all
Right.
that garbage
Right.
again. Like just always having to fucking deliver even when it's impassable.
Neighbor right before
Yeah.
a snowstorm on V-Day. I thought it was weird to tip too much.
Okay, so I guess the roses on that situation, that makes a little more sense to tip, because it's like a fucking a small time delivery driver.
Yep.
Versus like if you were like bringing over the Amazon package and she gives you $10, like that'd be a little more weird.
Yeah.
I mean, on Monday I had banana bread and my milkman delivered all my milk because I have like gallons of milk that they deliver for like the whole week for all my students, and he dropped off at nap time when I had my door kicked open because I was cleaning, and I was like, hey, psst, do you want some banana bread?
A UPS driver gave me the roses and I was
So like that was my tip for the
So
week.
a
It's like, I gave you
UPS
some banana
driver
bread.
gave you the roses, and this is a whole like
What?
what kind of UPS what kind of flower delivery service uses UPS?
Uses UPS?
Let's be real.
This whole spiel is weird. Now there's
Tyler, are you high?
I believe it, but like
Are we talking to Heather?
Tyler, are we talking about Tyler?
when he said it the first time, that shit was ridiculous. I was like, oh okay.
Oh mercy.
I was able to figure out how to transform into honey.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. You dabbed and then you delivered the flowers.
He's just walking on the street, fucking bam, bam,
Dabbing,
bam, bam.
back, left, right, roses in hand.
Just Hyler fucking delivering roses. That'd be so fucking
Hi, my
funny.
name is Hyler, and I'm delivering you some roses.
Man's too old for that shit.
Now he's. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's too old.
Yeah, he's way too old.
It'd be the same thing if I was fucking doing it. Like, he's roughly the same age as I am.
My husband was away for work and ordered her flowers.
Where did he order?
All
It
right.
still doesn't answer the question. Why the fuck was UPS delivering?
Yeah, I got that part. I understand the sentiment of why he was doing it, but why is UPS delivering the flowers? That's the weirdest part about the situation. That UPS, like, you getting a tip for the roses, that, like, I can understand that.
Yeah,
Like, that,
yeah,
like, all,
yeah,
like...
yeah.
Just the UPS
The-
doesn't fit.
I want them to die on her porch, so the driver brought them over.
Okay. I mean.
But it still doesn't mean why
Wait,
is
So wait. They were on her porch. So the UPS driver took the flowers off of her porch and gave them to you.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Did he have a different intention, maybe?
Wait.
That's a different kind of situation.
How? I'm confused. I don't know how our governor is directly tied
To UPS.
to UPS and flower delivery services.
UPS driver.
Please clarify.
Okay, so the UPS driver was delivering them. That's the part that's weird to me. Now, the governor situation
That
is
I think is a
also weird, but like in a different route.
Flowers.
okay, princess. That's cute.
Is he?
Is he though?
I
I Google this. I mean, you have a computer.
And then also,
I mean, let's verify.
So are you saying that
Deliver flowers like that.
with
Okay.
UPS?
I didn't know 1-800-Flowers delivered UPS. I thought it was like just private drivers from local shops. That's usually how it works.
Yeah, they have a delivery van.
First way
Yeah.
to-
Weird. 1-800-Flowers.
Founder.
Okay, he's not the founder of 1-800-Flowers.
Just look up Polis
Did you
1-800
get
Flowers
Tyler?
and see what their relationship
Okay,
is.
let's.
Being abstract, companies like that will sometimes use UPS.
Okay, I mean, like if it's like, I would understand like a delivery route as being on the route and like, I mean, I don't know how routes work and how you can like sync shit like that, but I could see where that would make sense. Maybe.
No.
No, thank you. I'm trying to like mentally justify it, and you're just no.
Business career. He co-founded American Information Systems, which was an internet access provider that was sold in 1998.
Oh, so same thing.
Okay, wait. There is actually something here. In 1998, Polis founded Pro Flowers
Oh, okay.
and went public later. So not 1-800-Flowers, but
These are so nice.
Pro
okay.
Flowers?
So like, okay.
Very nice.
So okay, so there was some of his money came from flowers delivery, but
Yeah.
not 1-800-Flowers.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I understand. Yeah, that's odd. I didn't know that about him actually.
Sorry, same business model.
You're not wrong.
Business model, yes.
And the reason why he knows Pro Flowers is it was founded in San Diego.
Ah,
So this makes more sense.
That does make more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he was a businessman, to be honest.
me either.
I
They still deliver flowers, and I'm sure some use regular delivery services.
Probably true. But that's not something that I knew at all. Just spray everywhere.
Just a good old shower.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Is
What?
that your first beer, dude?
In the last like 20 minutes.
Did you see a beer stick came out with a new product? Beer stick came out with a new product.
I don't know what beer stick is.
You ever saw beer sticks? That's yours, by the way. So beer stick was, you know, like the squirt guns you can suck up water and shoot them back out.
Ah, okay.
So it's that kind of design where you open it up, pop the little top spout off, you pour a beer in there, and that was a way to just like shoot a beer straight down your throat. And it's called the beer stick. Then they came out with this thing called the beer bro, which is another thing for chugging beer. But it'll stretch over like anything, cans, glasses, whatever you want to chug. And it's got a little straw in it and a 90-degree elbow. So you just flip it over, the straw acts as a vent, and you just kind of like shotgunning. There's a gadget for it now.
So
What?
this reminds me of I went to, this is like 5 years ago, I went to this party with Kate and her neighbors, and we went to this party, and it was a bunch of kids that like brand new at drinking, and then I got challenged to a fucking chugging contest.
Oh.
Let's hear about this one. Let's hear it.
So like they had just bottles of beer. We had just bottles of beer. So like, kid a bottle of beer. He was being a fucking dickhead. He was like, oh whatever, fucking blah 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 blah. And then this kid goes and gets a fucking straw.
Yeah, it's a vent tube.
Who the fuck is putting straws in a beer for fucking chugging? Just chug the fucking beer. Guess who still won that shit without a fucking vent tube?
Yeah, but that's a real thing.
Right. It's where did you come from? Who does this?
You're fucking, he's a kid.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Who the fuck?
Okay, I was wearing this shirt, and the first time I only shotgunned a beer.
If the straw is
Last time I shotgunned a beer, and I won, was against my ex-boyfriend. It was at a baby shower contest, like party. It was like a co-ed thing, and we were doing shotguns, and we were shotgunning baby bottles, like it was fucking perfect. Killed it. Like I can't tell you how great it was to be staring dudes down the line, girls down the line, first girl, ex-boyfriends across the line. Shotgun the beer, crush it, slam it, stomp it, and he's still drinking. It couldn't have been better. It couldn't have been better.
It's a children's scenario. You can't fucking chug beers.
it was good. It was really.
Again,
it was
I understand
really
the
good.
idea of having the vent fucking tube, but
I
why
know.
the fuck do you fucking need it?
Just less bubbles.
You fucking burp. Fucking burp.
Like, fucking
Do
hard.
it. It's not to avoid burping. The beer will come out of the bottle smoother if there's a fucking vent.
Right, we know that.
So
But
that's why. That's the answer to your fucking
so
question.
the logic is
Who
there.
does it? I don't fucking know.
okay.
The logic is there.
People do it. I don't
It
know
makes
why
sense.
they
It makes
decide
sense.
to.
It makes sense.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
For
I
pussies.
understand it.
It makes sense for pussies.
Okay. Oh, it's that big of a deal.
No.
Was your car unlocked? I was gonna go outside.
It's the same science behind
are in that jacket.
shotgunning a beer.
I get it. I understand why. But you're not going to challenge me to a chug off
Okay.
if you're going to use a fucking straw.
Yeah, that's just
You'll
that was
hear.
poor
That's
guy.
my fucking point.
Usually left pocket.
Yeah, you're
And I
gonna be
still
like,
fucking
"Oh,
want.
fuck, chug off. Hold on, I need a straw.
They're in there.
Left pocket.
But that's weird. You're
Left
just a
pocket.
bitch.
Right. Well, and that was the whole thing is that he did lose, and then he was like, "Oh, we're fucking cool as shit now." Then I beat him in a fucking it was again brand new drinkers. They didn't fucking know what they're fucking doing.
Well, so the cool one they have one for singles, but the cool one they have is for doubles. So it can hook up to 2 cans, and then they both come into one. That's kind of cool. You just tip it up, and you just slam 2 at the same time. Which is a stupid novelty thing.
This is why I don't buy stupid novelty things.
I didn't buy it either. Just letting
Why are you
know
talking
it's
about it?
Because it's a podcast. We're supposed to fucking talk about shit.
Talk about shit.
Star Wars movie. Go.
Oh God.
No,
No, Bob. No.
I give absolutely zero fucks about Star Wars.
Do you ever do those tornado vortex things with the 2 liters? That's a science project.
Again, when I was 12.
Yes. That's what he's ever does. I remember that shit.
That's another good method for chugging beer. You ever done that?
No.
Yeah, you swirl the bottle.
You swirl it and it creates a cyclone so the air can go straight up the middle. And same thing to where it's not supposed to bubble as much.
Yeah.
But if you're bad at it and you stop the flow at any point, it just fucks it all up.
Is it a can or only a bottle?
Bottle.
Yeah, it's just gotta be in the center. Can't be a can.
Swirl it and then down the hatch. And as long as you don't stop the flow, if you can keep up with it,
Yeah.
it'll just shoot right out.
See, one of my favorite things to do, back in the day,
Like the booze.
especially at the bar,
Yeah.
at the bar, at the shop, where you could make a mess and it didn't fucking matter. Was you just fucking tag somebody's fucking bottle, so they had to fucking. Have you ever done that? Where you fucking.
Oh yeah,
pop
you hit
it?
the glass bottle and it starts foaming. You gotta chug
Yeah,
it.
it became a problem at TI for a while.
No
Kept
shit.
Breaking fucking bottles,
It's
cracking.
just funny when people try to put their mouth on it.
No, that was the whole goal. Was you were trying to
I know, but a smart person, you just take your thumb and fucking.
Right, but that wasn't what we were doing.
No. Watch somebody put their mouth on it and just swell up.
Right. Well, you just gotta be faster. Gotta be faster than that. That's all it is.
This key that unlocks it?
Yeah.
I used to
It doesn't unlock it.
Yeah, it does.
I tried it. Either way.
Okay.
You weren't at my car, were you?
No.
I'm not so sure, to be perfectly honest.
It's kind of a joke, but were you? I don't know you very well.
I don't know if you know what a Toyota versus a Toyota means. Did you drive the 4Runner? Did you drive the
Highlander.
Highlander? It would be a little closer on the 4Runner versus the Highlander, because the similar body style, but even though one's
Yeah.
larger than the other. Because
you
you've
always sit in the back.
Because you've always been here when there's like too many fucking people.
That's also true.
If you want to come hang out, just let me fucking know beforehand, and we'll make it fucking happen. I'm gonna put coals on. This is toast. It's toast.
Good. You can also cut it so you can chill.
We can do that.
It's almost mid.
I mean, we've been going for nearly 4 hours.
Fourth most common personality on this show.
What's this?
He said, I'm like the fourth most common personality on the show.
I mean, yeah, and you've been here. You just need to be here to have your own fucking mic.
Yeah, dude.
That's all it is. Yeah, we are like nearly 4 hours, so we can fucking. We can cut this and put some music on. Just hang. Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the look we hit home.
What?
Here's the look we hit home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, see you next week.
Bye.
We should have
Later.
Sharbs
Sharms
next week.
next week.
Next week. So that'll be fun.
Whoop whoop.
Um,
I was in Shard for 12 years. I feel like it's 10.
I mean, it's pretty close, yeah. So, all right. Later.